be talking about Once Upon
Yeah,
a
we
Time
are.
today. Yeah, we're gonna tier list Once Upon a Time. Do you guys know what that is?
Okay.
Selma already. Rumpelstiltskin A+.
I know, yes, 100%.
Yeah. Oh, Selma. There's not even like a debate. And then he's
So, do you want to tell people what Once Upon a Time is?
Well, there's a few things. First, I want to explain to everybody what we're doing today. Today,
Okay.
we are going to be doing a very special thing. This is going to be a first and something that I hope to do pretty frequently. This is going to be a tier list stream where I bring my friends who've watched a specific TV show or movie that I also have watched, and we were going to rate all the characters that we like or dislike and all that stuff. And I thought, you know, for Once Upon a Time, there are a lot of characters. So I thought, wouldn't it be cool to rate all the characters in 2 tier lists instead of 1? And the first tier list is us ranking them as heroes, and the second tier list is us ranking them as villains. So best villains, best heroes, who are the greatest in their respective categories. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. Yes.
Yes. This will be a great time. Thank you so much for having me again.
Yes, of course. And I brought Star because Star has watched Once Upon a Time. Though there's a little bit of a caveat when it comes to Once Upon a Time. It is a really long series.
It is.
Yeah, so we're only gonna rate characters up until like the halfway point of season 5, because like more specifically before the Underworld / Hades arc, if anybody knows what that is. Because like I haven't even gotten past that point yet. I just started watching the Underworld arc. So we're just going to pretend that the other half of the series doesn't exist, and we're just gonna rate them based upon the characters or personalities and who they are before they reach the Underworld. So it's like midway point of the series, to be honest, because it's so long.
Also, I have only seen, I have seen everything, right? I have seen everything, but I saw it when I was like a little young unicorn. I was watching the episodes when they came out. So I'm a little rusty when it comes to some of the older stuff, because I did start rewatching it again. But I only got to the end of season 2 in time. So there's gonna be like a little bit of gaps, a little bit of holes in my memory, but that's gonna be okay, because it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, and that's what also I'm here for, as well as someone who's watched the series very recently. And I thought that I would also make a PowerPoint presentation for every character that we talk about. So I have a PowerPoint ready, though I will admit I didn't really get to finish what I wanted to do on it before starting. So I'll very briefly explain everybody, just very briefly. Like, I mean so briefly, like I'll probably say like 1 or 2 sentences about them. But I'll show pictures, we'll tell you who they are and all that stuff. So you guys will have some context to what we're talking about, especially for people who've never watched the series before. But the great thing about Once Upon a Time is that even if you haven't watched the TV show, the names of some of these characters are very recognizable.
They're so iconic.
They're so iconic and recognizable because they're based off of Disney characters, and we'll explain what the show is about as well. But yeah,
Disney characters, but also like just straight up just fairy tale characters.
Yeah, just straight up fairy tale characters. Yeah.
So we know the fairy tales, then you know, roughly what the people are.
Yeah, exactly. You know, like common household like stories and fairy tales, like folklore. Like it's honestly like they speak for themselves sometimes. So yeah. So would you like to explain what Once Upon a Time is about?
Yeah, 100%. So Once Upon a Time was a early 2010s ABC original show. Basically, all the fairy tale characters that you know and love and all the Disney characters that you know and love, like Snow White, Rumpelstiltskin, like fucking Belle. It was just a what if they were all cursed? What if they were all cursed and transported into our world?
A world without magic.
A world without magic, with technology and people and shit.
Social media.
Social media. Although I don't think social media was that big back then.
No, it wasn't.
And going off of that, what if they didn't know who they were?
Yeah.
What if they had alternate identities?
Yeah, what if they couldn't remember their fairy tale selves and who they were because of this dark curse, which was cast by none other than the evil queen as her ultimate revenge plot against Snow White.
I'd like to say, though, before we start, Lana Parala, chef's kiss.
Yes. Oh, man. You're going to see a lot of probably recognizable faces in terms of actors and actresses.
Yeah, it's so cheesy. It's so cheesy sometimes, but it's also just so good. It's so well done. The people make everything just so believable, and you can't help but want to like root for these characters. And it's just so complex and so good. And you know, if you got family feuds, you've got crazy ass like magic and lineages and stuff. It's just
it's so good. And the plots just
Regina, my queen. Yes.
Yeah, Regina is our ultimate queen. I'm just gonna say right off the bat, I'm sorry, I'm putting Regina like at S.
Immediately.
She is her. She is her.
And just Regina. How complex her story is, and oh my god, are we actually getting into this right now?
Yeah. Oh yeah, we let me actually bring up the tier list and the PowerPoint. Let's actually start doing this right. So I'm just gonna scoot us to the side so we can give all these characters their magnificent screen time. There we go.
Wow.
I should probably move Twitch chat somewhere else. Move, you guys.
As cringe as the show was, whoever wrote the characters needed a raise. Yeah, I don't even think it was cringe. It was just cheesy in like kind of like the best way possible. And like they're fairy tale characters, so they're gonna be a little goofy at times. But I think that's what sort of really sold it.
Yeah, 100%. Like I love this show to that. And honestly, sometimes a good campy show is like what you need.
Yeah, and I don't think we have that anymore. There's no like super campy like shows where it's not all that like yeah, it's serious. You have people dying sometimes, but it's like it's not like, you know, I feel like a lot of shows nowadays, at least in like American media, are very like serious and stuff.
Yeah.
You got 100%. Euphoria, you got the other one, I don't remember.
Euphoria, that other show, you know, and like
the
that
other show, and then the other one. I don't watch a whole lot of American media nowadays.
Honestly, same. Hi, little guy. Hello. Welcome in. You came just at the perfect time. We're gonna start this tier list. So we're gonna start with PowerPoint, and then switching between the PowerPoint and the tier list. So as you can see, we got the ultimate Once Upon a Time tier list brought to you by me, and I forgot to say co-hosted by Star.
I don't exist, guys. It's just coming.
No, Sea Star, no. I just had to move you though.
Bye bye.
I'll get over there. Get in your corner.
Okay, get in my corner.
You stay there. And just a quick little peek. This is the tier list. This is the hero tier list. We're gonna start with the heroes. We're gonna be talking about the best heroes, and honestly, the criteria of what makes the heroes like the best is 100% our opinion mixed with like how good of a person they are. So it's like 50-50, you know?
Yeah, just don't add us.
Yeah, don't add us, you know? This is just our opinion. We just like the show and we enjoy it the way we like to enjoy it. That's about it.
Yeah, don't add us. Don't hurt our feelings.
Yeah. But yes, the heroes. Starting with our very first hero, of course, has to be the main character of the series and TV show. The one who starts it all, the Emma Swan.
The Emma Swan.
Yes, he is. I haven't watched any of the show, so this is gonna be new to me. Yeah, no worries. We're gonna explain. That's what the PowerPoint is for. Though I didn't have enough time. Do you want to
explain who Emma Swan is?
Yeah, exactly. I got you. So Emma Swan, she is the main character of the series, the beloved daughter of Snow White and Prince Charming, who was transported to our world in the modern age. And specifically, she lives in New York, but then moves to Maine, right? So,
yeah.
Well,
she's kind of been all around, honestly.
Oh yeah, she's kind of been all around. She is a bounty hunter by trade, and her entire life she's lived in our world as just a regular, you know, woman who just
a dude
takes names. Yep. And
she's been in the foster system a few times. She's been in prison a few times. She's kind of like rough and tumble, very pragmatic.
Yep, and that was because when she was a baby, she was transported to our world in order to save everybody from the curse. She is the savior. She is gonna be the one who enters Storybrooke, where the show takes place, to save her parents and everybody who lives trapped in the curse set by the evil queen. So, yeah, she was raised as an orphan, and as she grew up, she became a bounty hunter. Yeah, bounty hunters exist in real life, for those of you who don't know. They do.
They don't like murder, but like
if anything,
they kind of like catch. They catch people.
They catch people. They're mainly called bail bondsmen. So they that's like our modern equivalent to a bounty hunter.
They catch people who escape bail.
Yeah, basically, and force them to court or prison because they're like, I don't want to show up to court. I'm just gonna run away.
But you have to.
Over there. Yeah.
You have to.
You have to. You always have to, especially if you're court ordered. And so Emma, she goes around and basically kidnaps people. I oddly know that. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
It's not an uncommon occupation, but it's uncommon to hear, I would say.
Yeah.
Yes. But yeah, that is our main character, the Emma Swan.
She's plucky. She's strong. She takes no shite from nobody.
Yep. In that case, Star, how would you like to rate Emma?
So season 1, I feel like we kind of have to go through her growth a little bit, because season 1, she starts out as someone who it doesn't really believe in magic and fairy tales and stuff, because again, she's somebody who's very, very pragmatic. She's been in the system a few times, so she's very rough, very rough around the edges. And so like when Henry, her son, takes her to Storybrooke and is telling her like, oh, this person's Prince Charming, oh, this person is Red Riding Hood, and all that stuff, she doesn't really believe him at first. And like crazy things like happen sometimes, and I feel like she doesn't really like believe, but I also feel like it's something in her that just doesn't want to believe.
Yeah, that's the thing, because when she enters Storybrooke, she doesn't believe in anything anybody's telling her, or the existence of magic, because she's like us.
Season 1's very frustrating.
yeah, 100%, because she's just like, fairy tales don't exist, Snow White and Prince Charming, they're just storybook characters. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. So,
Yeah, she's our unwilling hero.
Yeah, our unwilling hero.
And then it's only until by the end of season 1 that Henry's like, so the evil queen, basically, to get her out of town for good, is like, hey, you can take Henry, that's fine. Also, have an apple turnover. And Emma's like, all right. And she goes to eat it, but Henry, as a last ditch effort to make her believe, is like, I know that this apple turnover has been poisoned and shit, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the fall for this, and you're gonna believe. And so he takes the bite, and he falls into a sleeping curse. It's all about shittle and stuff, and and so everybody's racing to like trying to find like a cure and shit. And then Emma at the end of season 1 finally starts to believe, and it's all sweet and cute and stuff. And like that kind of kickstarts her growth. I feel like S. I feel like S.
Ooh, ooh.
I get biased. Like maybe high A, low S. I don't know.
Honestly, I was gonna say maybe A, because sometimes Emma acts a little bit like... I know that it's her thing to be like a non-believer or to be like rough around the edges all the time, but I feel like she always takes
if it's like 5 seasons,
yeah,
if it's like 5 seasons in, and like she sees shit and she's like, no, I don't really believe it.
Yeah,
what?
It's just like, girl, like you've been 5 seasons into this magic loophole and you still don't like. It's not like she doesn't believe in it, but she's still like apprehensive about how things work. And the
writers kind of milk that a little bit.
The what?
The writers kind of milk that a little.
I agree. It's because they always need that one person to always be like, we gotta provide some conflict within the heroes.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So
we've been ordered to drink water by Sticks.
Oh, hydrate. All right.
Hydrate. Thank you for the hydrate, Sticks, and the googly eyes.
And the thing is that she will like come around to things, but she'll also like sometimes do things that people don't really like understand. Like sometimes she make very bad, poor decisions.
Yeah.
Like the decision to like keep like Henry from seeing his dad, for instance, because she doesn't want to like.
Oh my god, that bothered me. It's just like, I know you're mad, but now that you know the truth, woman, like.
Yeah. Oh, also the family trees in this show are so wild.
It's so crazy. It's so wild. We'll let you guys know familial ties. It is crazy.
Yeah, just as things go on, because it is insane.
Yeah. So we'll keep Emma A. We'll keep her at high A until otherwise. Yes.
Hey, Sticks.
Our next character.
Who is our next character?
Picture go. Henry Mills. Also
the
second main character. The son of Emma Swan. So he is the son of this woman. And he is also the main character of the show as well. He is also known as the truest believer, the one who brings Emma from her apartment in New York to come down to Storybrooke. He is the purest of them all. He's like, mother, oh mother, our family has been torn apart by a vicious curse of the evil queen. And the evil queen is also my adoptive mother because you abandoned me as a child.
I also want to say it's so cute how he like has like operation names.
Yeah, oh my god.
No, Operation Cobra.
Operation Cobra, Firebird.
It's so cute, and like as like one of the characters that kind of grows up with the show, he kind of grows up like quite nicely, I think.
Yeah, I agreed.
Yeah.
Like, he has the purest heart. He is super
So
sweet.
pure.
And the reason he figured out all the people in his town of Storybrooke are fairy tale people, because he owns a book that is basically a collection of everyone's stories from the time that they lived in the Enchanted Forest, which is originally where everyone, well, mostly everybody, originated from. Because there are other realms that exist within the show. Wonderland exists, Neverland, whatever world Frankenstein exists in, that also exists in this universe.
Yeah, the like the fucking grayscale, the grayscale
yeah.
world.
Yeah, the grayscale world. Yeah, so Henry has a collection of all their stories, and as he was reading them, he came to the conclusion, oh, I'm not normal. Like, I'm the son of the daughter of Prince Charming and Snow White. Snow White and Prince Charming are my grandparents. I need to bring Emma, my mother.
Also, the
to
granddad is Rumpelstiltskin.
I don't think you can spoil. I'm just kidding.
Like we're gonna have to breach it anyways.
Yeah, we are.
We're gonna have to breach it anyway. So might as well just rip the band-aid off.
We're ripping the bandage. You know, if it wasn't obvious, we're gonna spoil the entire show. But yeah, like his grandfather's also Rumpelstiltskin, and we'll explain why exactly with the next character.
Yeah.
The next character is Neil.
Oh, it's Neil.
Yeah, it's Neil. I kind of try to group them all together. Yeah, I try to group them all together in terms of relation or like character development.
Oh,
that
that's
way
great.
It'd be easy to segue into each character.
Oh, that's super great.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is Henry, our wonderful boy wonder, who tries to help Emma break the curse within Storybrooke.
Can I just say for a second that his book that he carries around, it's supposed to contain all the stories, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when I look at it, it's thick, but I don't think it's that thick. You know what I'm saying?
No, because it
can't be that thick.
Yeah, because it tells the story of everybody's entire lives within the Enchanted Forest. Yeah,
like not just like the original fairy tale, but also like the extrapolation upon it, like the continuation and stuff, and it's just like just like that book is so it's a big book, but I don't think it's got 1,000,000 freaking pages worth.
No, because there's so many characters in this series, and this book apparently has all their life stories from the time
Maybe it's a magical book.
It's a magical book.
Maybe it's a magical book. It's
wink,
a magical
wink.
book. Like, yeah, because some of those show's transitions are somebody looking through the book and then finding the exact page of which like there's an illustration of like whatever arc we're on in the episode, and then that transitions into that past
yeah, it's
of,
basically
like, whatever
back
they
and
wanna
forth
show.
between flashbacks and events of the show happening all at once.
Yeah. And so I think that's really cool though of the writers to like to kind of do it that way. It was a little jarring at first, but I personally really enjoyed that that method of like the backstory of whatever character we're focusing on of that time, and then oh my god, don't even get me started on timelines.
Oh my god,
crazy.
I hate the timelines in this show. As much as I love this show, I hate some of the timelines here because
we can't even like pinpoint like where everything is cleanly, and it's just
like what happened when and where, why. Just
and like
happened.
the amount of stuff that happens like just in the portion of like where like Snow White and Prince Charming are fighting, you know, the evil queen with like wars and shit. There's just so much. It's so densely packed.
Yeah. Sounds like one of my CW hero shows. It's exactly like CW vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think no, never mind. I was like, I was like, I think maybe they're related, but no, they're not related.
So how would you like to rate our boy Wonder Henry? I
Our
want to say
boy
S.
S. S.
He is the most consistent, sweetest little boy in this entire show.
He always believes.
He's always believes.
He's been always a believer, and like he does so much shit for people. Like people are like, "Oh, you're too young. You should like stay out of the way." And he's like, "No, I'm going to like like that one." There are some moments where he is like a little silly, but I think that's also due to his age. Because I remember recently in season 2, when I was watching season 2, there was the episode of like, oh, like I'm gonna destroy like all magic, and so he like takes some dynamite from the dwarves and goes up to the magic well and tries to like blow up the well to like destroy magic, and I'm just like, baby child.
You sweet summer child.
Sweet summer baby child. I don't think that's how it works.
No, dynamite doesn't get rid of magic. No hesitation, exactly. Because he believes in everybody too. Like, he believes that there is good in everybody, and you can't fault him for it.
Especially his adopted mom. Especially Regina. Like, as much shit as she has done, he has always been the person consistent with like going like, no, you know, she can become a good person. And it's just so cute and so sweet, and like seeing that effect that it has on the evil queen, where she's like, you know, I'm gonna try and change for my son. I'm gonna try and change and like be good for him because he believes in me when nobody else does. It's so heartwarming, you know?
Yeah, it's so cute. I support cool people. Kabe falls under that. Aw, thank you, nobody. Thank you. You're cool too. Except for you're never in my streams. No. It sticks also said if it doesn't work, that you're not using enough. More dynamite. I don't think there's enough dynamite in the world that can get rid of magic.
Yeah, because magic is like that like all-encompassing force, right? And so it's like something that I don't think can be destroyed by technology. Like, even when people do try to destroy magic, it's with magic.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it can only destroy itself.
Yeah.
More explosive big boom. Oh no. All right. Well, I guess that settles it for Henry. Henry being on S tier already.
S tier.
And segueing to our next character, who has also big relations with Henry, is his father, Neil, aka Balefire.
Balefire.
I almost called him Bay.
I mean, people do call him.
People call him Bay. That's his nickname, Bay.
He is Bay.
He is Bay.
Before anyone else.
He literally is Bay.
Okay, if you want to talk about like characters who are like a little gray, but also like, you know, have like reason to be, Balefire is that kind of person. Do you want to explain him, or do you want me to?
I'll do a brief explanation. So Balefire is the son of Rumpelstiltskin, and Rumpelstiltskin and Bale used to be very, very close to each other. They spent a lot of time in the Enchanted Forest together. Of course, you know, father-son. But then when Rumpelstiltskin... Pre-magic. But when Rumpelstiltskin came into power, and we'll explain what that power is when we get to him, it ended up causing a rift in their relationship to the point where it caused Balefire to be sucked into our world before anybody in Storybrooke ever got to our world. So I assume magic is a kind. Yeah, exactly.
He also took a trip to Neverland.
He also took a trip to Neverland. Yeah. So
to Victorian London, and then from Victorian London to
Neverland. Yeah, so when Bay first entered our world, he was a child. And so he met the Darlings, Wendy Darling and her brothers. And during that little spending time with them, he then found his way in Neverland. And in Neverland, he like lived there for a while, trying to.
He was trying to
survive.
protect them. He was trying to protect the Darlings from Peter Pan's shadow.
Yeah.
And it was like.
Yeah, I don't know if like is everybody aware of like the origins of Peter Pan, like his original folk tale?
It's very dark. It's so very dark. And
that's the inspiration that they took for Neverland in Once Upon a Time. So
it's
they
so
went
much
full
like
dark.
children abuse and stuff.
Yeah, it's so bad.
It's so bad.
Yeah, that's what they went with when they created Neverland Once Upon a Time. So the Neverland in the original Peter Pan stories is the Neverland here as well. You know, like Peter Pan kidnaps children for his own gain. And Bay was so close to becoming a victim of it, but he was he managed to escape Neverland, and then he lived the rest of his like adult life in the normal real world, you know, as like a modern person. And then that's how he met Emma, because they used to have a thing in the past, but all before they even knew who each other were, like if
they didn't know.
Yeah, they didn't know. So and he went by the name of Neil. And as Neil, he and Emma got together, and because they were orphans, you know, the two of them could relate. So they kind of, as orphans, they kind of went around doing crime, like petty crime. Like
BK crime.
Yeah, they did petty
crime.
Yeah. So they would steal things to earn some money on the side, just so that, you know, they could
He got a bunch of watches.
And after doing this for a while, like Bay was just like, you know, I want to settle because I'm in love with Emma. I'm so in love with her, and I want to put this life of crime behind. So let's go to Florida.
Let's go to Tallahassee, which is the name of one of the episodes.
Yeah. So Bale's like, hey, Emma, where do you want to go in the world? Where do you want to settle down? And Emma points to a random part on the map, and it's Florida and Tallahassee. And, yeah.
Why anybody would ever want to? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Everybody in Tallahassee is like, what the?
What the?
Like, what kind of beef you got with us, huh?
Too many letters.
Too
many letters.
Yeah, and so just before they go to Tallahassee, Neil's like, okay, I sold a bunch of these watches earlier, and let me go sell them, and when I go sell them, I could get the money in order to take us to Tallahassee. So Bale tells Emma, like, hey, I'll be right back. You stay here in this car that we stole, and I'll be right back with the money. And so Bay goes. He meets with a person to sell the watches, but then something strange happens.
Something strange happens.
That causes him to not return to Emma, and instead the police get called on Emma and take her away. And in prison, she finds out that she's pregnant. And she lives, that's how Henry came into the picture. It's so wild, which is why she holds a grudge against Neil at the very beginning of the series, because she's like, you left me, and I had to
didn't really understand why, though.
Yeah, she never
which
understood
we will
why.
explain later.
Yeah, we'll explain why he leaves. But because he leaves, Emma has closed her heart from love the entire time in the
He's
show.
like, I don't believe in love. Love only hurts me.
Yeah. This man left me.
And then somewhere down along the line, she gets reunited with Neil, and it's because. Wait, should we explain or?
Yeah, let's just explain.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, Rumpelstiltskin is like, hey, I want to find my son again. I miss him, all that stuff. And so he, Emma, and Henry go to New York because that's where the spell says, like, hey, that's where he is. And it turns out that we shit happens, and we turn out and we find that Neil is revealed to be the son of Rumpelstiltskin. Yada yada yada. And Emma's finding this out for the first time, and she's like, "You didn't even tell me who you were. Like, what the fuck, man?" And he's like, "What the fuck me? What the fuck you? You're here," and it's just wild. And that's how like he comes back into the story, and because of his son, because of Henry, he decides, okay, maybe I'll come back with you guys to Storybrooke. Other things happen, but like we can leave it at that for now.
We can leave it at that. I mean, we don't have to explain the entire events of the story. Just enough about who they are, basically.
Yeah, just
why we
enough.
like them. Yeah, just enough so people aren't too confused. But yeah, that is Neil, aka Balefire. Balefire is his name in the Enchanted Forest. He is. Like he's a great character. I like him a lot. I
do also like him a lot.
Yeah, but like, how would you rate him if you had to? What would you say?
He's done some pretty great things. Like his whole motivation was trying to like save his dad and stuff from from magic and stuff, and like through all that. I kind of want to put him at an A. The only reason why I don't put him any higher is because I feel like when he's like in the modern world, like he doesn't do like great things. Like he steals cars and shit, and like he robs stuff. I don't know.
Just habits, you know, because that's the way he grew up.
Habits. But see, my heart says S because I love him.
I know. He just wants to be reunited with his dad, and he wants his dad to be good. He just wants Rumpelstiltskin to stop being evil and be good. I am willing to
put an S.
Put an S. Yeah, okay. We'll move up S. I can agree with that. He's good, and I just, you know, it's hard to want to put him any lower.
Right? It's hard to put any of them lower.
Oh, there's a couple though. There's one character that I kind of want to put in like C. Not D, but like C, who is a hero.
Oh.
Which is actually the next character we're gonna talk about.
Oh my gosh. Before we do that, I'm gonna be right back.
Yeah, of course. I'll just talk with chat. Actually, an ad break is about to start, so it's gonna start in a minute. So this is the perfect time. But how are you guys liking it so far? How are you guys? Are we explaining things well? Is it too confusing? Should we shorten character descriptions? Because I want to try doing this a lot more often with a lot of different people that I know. So I would appreciate some feedback in our presenting, the way we set things up. That way I can learn from each time. That way we can make the tier list better and better. Though I will stick with like shows, TV shows, animes, and movies that are like very mainstream and common. And Once Upon a Time back in the day really was well known around, like, by a lot of people. Like, a lot of people haven't seen it, but I feel like even if you haven't watched the show, that you would recognize the names that we would say. See, like Snow White, Rumpelstiltskin. And it's just cool to see what a TV show kind of did with all those characters. Like, oh man, I kind of want to talk about it like later when like other characters come up, but half of the plot lines here, I kind of wish were made into their own movies. Like, oh man, like this show is so good. I can't even begin to describe how much I love this show, and I can't wait to finish it. Though, if I'm gonna make another, tier list, I'd probably group the characters again and not talk about these characters, but newer characters of the later seasons.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Thank you for the redeem, Abby. Thank you. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Alright, you ready to talk about the... Oh, there's an ad break starting, though. No!
Ad break, no!
No! I'm understanding. All right, that's good to know. That's good to know. Well, I guess we'll wait until the ad break is over, honestly.
For the people who aren't in ad hell, what do you think you would do if you were in this situation where you found out that there was like all these fairy tale creatures around you, and like you didn't know like how would you react?
Yeah, how would you react to know that your parents are like fairy tales, or like you're related to somebody who exists in like Disney fairy tales, or all other types of fairy tales? I'm immune.
Immune from the ads.
You are immune from the ads. I think, oh man, what would you do, Star, if you found out that you were a
look at me. I'm a fairy tale character already.
Me too.
I'm already like prime fairy tale material, I think.
Me too, as a world turtle.
So I don't think I'd be all that surprised, but like, I definitely be on the route of like, oh, that's so cool. Like, you're great, Mom. You're so cool, Dad.
Oh man.
I'd embrace it. I feel like I'd embrace it.
I'd embrace it too. I always feel like I would if I ever came to a situation like that, or if I were to imagine myself in these situations, just like, oh, you're telling me I'm a descendant of like this powerful or like this magic thing, like of course I'm gonna accept it. Like,
of course.
Like what makes Emma so different is like she's so like abrasive towards it. She's like, magic doesn't exist, and even if it did, she's like, I don't like magic because like why would you use magic?
Yeah.
Like, don't you just want to be normal, live a normal life, doing normal things? And I'm like, that okay, I get it, but at the same time, like you can get powers.
And like later on though, she does learn how to use some of her powers and stuff.
Yeah.
She's like a superhero.
Yeah, she's like a superhero. She's honestly the superhero of the series. Everybody always turns to her because she's like the savior. She's there to save everybody.
Yeah, she kind of reminds me of like, I mean, no, not really. I was gonna say she kind of reminds me of Hancock.
Who?
There was this movie about this like very grimy like superhero. He's not really a superhero. It's kind of more like an anti-hero that people are like, yo, help me and stuff. And he's like, bitch, give me beer and shit.
Give me beer. Oh my.
Yeah, his name is Hancock. It's Will Smith. Let me here.
Oh, the ad break is over. Welcome in, everybody. We waited for you all.
We waited. See, you don't miss anything at all.
Yeah. So let me know when you're ready to move on to the next character. Of course, no rush.
I think I'm ready.
All right, now this is a controversial character for me, but we got Mary Margaret, aka Snow White.
Yes.
The snowest of the white.
Yes, the Snow White.
The Snow White.
Look at her. Look at her.
I mean, she's beautiful. You gotta
She is.
She's
she
gorgeous.
Is. Jennifer Goodwin.
Yeah.
Don't ask me how I remember all these characters and their voice and their actors.
So you guys might be wondering, wait, you say that Snow White and Prince Charming, her husband, are the grandparents of the seemingly young-looking Emma and Henry. So they're stuck in a time loop. So a lot of the characters look young. They look the age that their stories were told.
And also magic.
And also magic. Yeah, any question could be explained with magic. So Mary...
It's so weird though, because it looks like Emma and like Mary Margaret, even though she's her daughter, could be like literally the same age, and like it's so weird.
Yep, I agree. But yes, this is the person. So Mary Margaret is her name in Storybrooke, but she is the Snow White back in the Enchanted Forest. So the story with Mary Margaret is that she the story between Snow White and the evil queen. The evil queen does not like Snow White. She just absolutely hates her. So in order to get her ultimate revenge, because like the story ends or like, oh, Snow White gets her happily ever after.
But afterwards.
Afterwards. So what did the evil queen do afterwards? Well, she decided to curse everybody. She curses the entire Enchanted Forest and brings everybody, mostly everybody, from the Enchanted Forest to our real world, make them lose their memories and force them to live their lives without their happily ever afters. So Mary Margaret, she doesn't know who she is. She doesn't know she's Snow White. She doesn't know
she's
that...
a school teacher.
Yeah, she's a school teacher. She doesn't have her husband's Prince Charming around. If anything,
she's a single lady.
She's a single lady. She doesn't find love. That is her curse in this curse. That is her hell in this world.
I also want to say, past season 1, we actually don't see her doing any more like school activities.
No, nothing at all. She just quits being a school teacher.
And I'm just like, what about the kids? I don't think she even quits it. She just doesn't we just never are shown her doing school teacher things again.
I don't think she even gets a job again afterwards.
Yeah, she's just like, oh, I'm here, I'm pretty.
Yeah, when she does get her memories back, she's just like, well, I'm the queen. I'm Snow White,
Yeah, I'm a princess. I'm right here.
Yeah, I'm right here. I mean, she doesn't act upon it. She's just like, well, everybody knows, can come to me if they need help with anything.
Yeah, she does do small things around I'm not gonna spoil. No, but she does things around here and there. There's a portion where she and Prince Charming go and help cultivate beans and stuff. Beans.
I forgot to put the giant on the list.
Oh.
He doesn't really show up again, so no, it's fair. I'll leave him out. It's fair. But so the reason she's so controversial for me, I want to rate her a C.
Speak your truth, queen.
It's because okay, season 1, she's so kind. She's so sweet. She gives off very sweet. Oh, I'm just a sweet old lady that's just trying to find true love.
Sweet old lady.
Or a sweet young lady just trying to find true love.
Just making my way in the world.
Oh my god, when she gets her memories back, she becomes a weird mixture between her Enchanted Forest version and herself, which I mean is to be expected, but she acts more like Bandit Snow more than anything.
Yeah, she acts more like Rogue Snow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
which is Snow trying to run away from the evil queen. She turns to banditry and all that stuff.
Yeah, she becomes kind of like a Robin Hood figure.
Yeah, kind of.
But one of the things that I don't know if you agree with me on this or not, but one of the things that was kind of grating on me was Child Snow. Her voice, her acting and stuff. No disrespect to the actual actress herself. I'm sure she's a great person. But the way that little Snow was portrayed, it's very very bratty.
Yeah, oh my god. Well, it's not even the fact that she sounded bratty, she was bratty.
She was bratty.
She was bratty. As a kid, Snow White was not good. She was so bratty. Yeah,
and her mom was trying to turn her to good and be for instance, on one of the episodes that I just finished watching, she went to her caretaker and was admonishing her for putting on the tiara, because Johanna was I just wanted to try it on just a little bit, and she was ready to beat her up.
Snow was ready to like yank the tiara off her and like grab her by the hair. And
Yeah.
Get the F out of my
She was
room.
about ready to like catfight her.
Yeah.
And she's also the reason why. Well, she's not the reason, but she
contributed to the reason.
She contributed to the reason why the Evil Queen became that way. When she told the Evil Queen's mother that the Evil Queen, not the Evil Queen back then, but just like a really sweet person, had a boyfriend.
Yeah, so yes, no stepmother, the Evil Queen. Yeah, she told a secret, you know. The Evil Queen told her not to tell anybody that she had a secret lover. Snow White told the Evil Queen's mother, and that ended in the result.
And she was so bratty about it too.
She was so bratty about it.
Because she's like, I don't understand. Like, you're supposed to be my mom, but if you don't marry my dad, then you won't be my mom, and you're gonna like run away. You know.
Yeah,
just
she
like,
did it. Little Snow did it because she wanted the Evil Queen to be her mother.
She's a little shit.
Yeah, she's like, well, you want to have true love and run away? Well, I want you to be my mom, so I'm gonna tell everybody you have a secret boyfriend, and now I got him killed because of it. The end.
Yeah, and like there are moments where like Snow White like is like definitely like that good person.
Yeah.
But I don't think it carries like, because all throughout the show she does things that are kind of bad. Like I just finished watching this one episode in season 2 where she ends up killing the Evil Queen's mom.
Yep.
Because it was easy.
Yep.
Just because of how she just wanted stuff to just end, and like she didn't want to have to deal with it, and she didn't want to have to like, I don't know, like maybe find like another way. And so she stole the Evil Queen's mom's heart and like cast like a curse over it to like when the heart was put back into her body she would just die. And it's so tragic too because the Evil Queen's mom isn't a great person.
No.
But like when the heart is finally put back into her, she's like, oh, like, you know, like you and me, you know, talking to Regina, the Evil Queen, was like, oh, I'm so sorry, like you and me, like that would have been enough. We don't need riches, we don't need gold, we just a family. And then she dies because of Snow White. And it's just like what the fuck. And so I don't know about you, but I kind of enjoyed seeing Snow White go through that arc of like, oh, I'm not that great of a person, I'm not that pure. I kind of enjoyed that.
Like, little guy, it gets even worse. Not only did she get someone killed, she kills someone, and then she steals someone's child and sacrifices it just so that her child could live with a pure heart.
Yeah.
So that Emma could live as a hero with a pure heart forever, incapable of feeling darkness.
Yeah, 100%. And like the way that like after she kills like Regina's mom, she goes to Regina and she's kind of like terrible about it, because she's like, she's crying and shit, and she's like, oh, I'm just such a bad person, just throwing like fucking pity party.
Yeah, and she's like, I was just a child, you should just forgive me. And like, oh, bitch,
she's like,
her fiance is dead because you killed him. You killed him.
And like, to be honest, like, this blood feud has been going on for a while, so it's not super her fault, but like it still is kind of her fault, because the reason why I say it's not really like fully her fault is also because Cora, Regina's mom, was kind of shunned because she was like a miller's daughter, and so she was basically hounded about by the royals and treated like crap. And one of the royals that did treat her like crap was Snow White's mom, like young Snow White's mom. And so like this blood feud has been going on for a long time, where like
Yep.
people do things, and so then it turns out like, oh, Cora killed Snow White's mom, and then like it's just a whole weird back and forth kind of thing.
Yeah, no, it definitely gets very complicated. But to me, that's the reason why I kind of, like the amount of times they rip out a heart in that show. Honestly, oh my god, that's just like the
Oh my
main
gosh.
thing. That's like the main method of like murder in this show. Just somebody
The
using
show is
magic
supposed to be
rip out
like
somebody's heart and then crush it.
the show is like rated like TV-13 and stuff, TV-14 and stuff, but then they show like actual like hearts getting ripped out,
Yep.
like actual like people getting killed and stuff, and I'm like, whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah, which is why for me in this instance, I think Snow, like as the show goes on, she just gets lower and lower down the good scale. I mean, the more I learn about her, I'm just like, I'm sorry, Snow. I loved you, and then now I think you're very close to being a villain.
Yeah, I don't know how much of it is like the actor's fault or like the writer's fault for making her that way.
Are you telling me you didn't watch people's hearts getting ripped out at 14? Weak.
Oh my weak. Okay, it's to be fair, it is like magically ripped out, so like they are like preserved and they're still beating, and they can't die if like the heart isn't crushed because it's like magically preserved and stuff. But like, it's still pretty freaking brutal.
It's so brutal. Never liked Snow. She's like the English teacher that gets pregnant and leaves after complaining. Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
100%.
Yep. I see they all took notes from COD over Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I personally want to put her at C because I don't think she's like okay.
I don't think she's terrible, but like, yeah. See, like low C kind of like.
Yeah.
Yeah, low C.
Yeah, like
they could have done so much more with her character.
So much more, but she just kind of stands by, and because she just stands by, we see more of what she used to be in the past.
Yeah,
and it just goes downhill.
Since she's supposed to be the symbol of like purity and like goodness and stuff, but there's just a lot of things with her character that just are very selfish. Like yeah, she does heroic things. She protects people, you know, when they need it. But I don't feel like she grew up with that level of like deep understanding for people. Because like for instance, when the curse was finally lifted on the town and everybody remembered, she was like, "Oh my god, Emma, you're my daughter. Oh my god, let's all do like, you know, mother-daughter things. Let's go and like make up for this, you know, for those, you know, 20 some odd years." And Emma's like, whoa, wait, like you're my mom, but this is just a lot for me to take in. You know, this is a lot.
Yeah.
And I don't think she has that that amount of like understanding and like grace to like really understand people at that level, you know?
Yeah, I agree. I 100% agree. So what are
we're basing off the list.
I like our personal opinion.
Yeah, it's just a personal opinion of like how good a person is, I guess.
Yeah, and if we like them or not.
and if we like them.
Yeah, that's basically it, you know. It's not like a serious tier list.
Yeah, I'm sorry, no. I want to like you more. I do. I just can't bring myself to.
I'm sorry, Snow. I mean, I'm not sorry, but
I have to agree with Kame on this.
Yep. Alright, our next character, the other half of Snow White, literally, because I forgot they share a heart. They literally share a heart.
They do, right.
They do, yeah. Yep, it's
Ah,
David,
yes.
aka Prince Charming. Okay, what do you think of Charming?
Overall, I like him. I think he's the more grounded half of, like, because Snow White grew up as royalty, and Prince Charming grew up as like a farmer, and like he's I think in that sense that makes him a bit more grounded. I think that makes him a bit more like honest and like good, like with the people, with like those around him. He does tend to lean towards more of the aggressive side of things when like push comes to shove, like when you have to like make a choice. I think he's the one that always focuses on the like, okay, we'll just go down like the more aggressive route, the more straightforward route. And so I don't really know.
He's definitely the type of person. I saw Soba's thing, and that's why I laughed. Soba said hot smash, my number
yes,
one
100%. 100%. He is such a dilf. Like, look at him.
He's very much, I'm a protector. That's the thing. He's like, he's a good-natured person. He like everything he does lean towards more good, but he's more on the camp of I'll do anything to protect the people that I care about.
Yeah, he's more likely to resort to violence and stuff. I don't know if that's just like a man thing or like. Bro, once we get to my favorite character,
honestly, I'm like trying to hold back so hard.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, that's kind of how I feel about David. Like he is the more grounded of the two. He's very, honest, and yeah, like I agree, he is the protector. So like
I mean, I can't fault
he's
for
a little dumb. He's a little dumb.
A lot of his brain cells are kind of missing, but like he still has some.
He's a little dumb, but like
a hot dumb. we can forgive it.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that face. Come on. He is
Prince
Charming.
He smolders. He fucking smolders. He's got so much riz.
He's got that riz. I mean, just look at these pictures. It is just pure riz.
He's mewing. He's mewing.
He's honestly mewing. Thank you for the raid, nobody. Thank you. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, raiders. Hello. Hold on.
Why are there like parachutes flying down on top of me?
Sexy German raid. Nobody, is that your raid message? Oh my god, I love it.
Sexy German raid.
Sexy German raid.
I love that.
Nobody. I'm sorry, nobody. You can't hide it. I see it. I've seen it.
Sexy German raid.
I forgot to copy. No worries. Thank you so much for the raid, nobody. Welcome in, raiders. My name is Kame, World to Her Own Training, and I am joined by my wonderful.
Oh, hi, I'm Starter Shiver, Crown Princess of the Crystal Kingdom. Just your average princess unicorn at your service.
And today we are doing a tier list of all our favorite, or of the heroes and villains of the TV show Once Upon a Time. The sexy German raid is the follow raid message. The one that I sent is the sub raid. I see. That's funny. I love that.
So where do you think we should put Charming?
High A.
I kind of agree. With you.
I don't know. Here's the thing: I'm not sure if he's higher than. Oh, he's definitely higher than Emma. What do you think?
I think he's higher than Emma.
I think he's higher than Emma. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Jenny Morrison.
Sorry. No. There he is.
He's
Prince Charming.
He's just a pure child.
He really is. Like, Like,
he's a
come on.
humble guy.
He's humble. He's sweet. He loves his wife.
He steps up when it needs to be. He's not like greedy for power. Like
No.
my man.
He supports his queens.
He was one of the first characters that like I realized like, oh, you make me straight. You make me straight.
I mean, I think Charming can make anybody straight.
Yeah.
Any woman straight, or you know.
He makes any woman straight, any
Yep.
man gay. Like he's just he's just great.
Yeah, he's just great. He's just a great guy. How's the tier list going though? We're doing pretty good, you know? We got some rated characters. I feel so bad putting Snow at C, but she has to stay there.
She has to.
She has to stay. I put them apart.
They're apart, but don't worry, they'll always find each other.
That's true.
They'll always find each
They'll
other.
always find each other.
I'll always find you. I'll always find you. That is their like titular phrase that they say to each other.
All the time. Like, we'll always find each other.
We'll always find each other.
No.
Hey,
Seven
my
dwarves.
boys, my boys.
The actual like wingmans that carry Snow all the time.
Yeah, like Snow's not a great character, but like these characters. Oh yeah, that's also another thing. I know it was because of magic, but she was really shitty towards the dwarves.
She really was. Oh my god. Like these are your boys, and you treat them with disrespect. Yeah, go to Grumpy.
These are the people who took you in as like found family. They're the ones who like fed you and like made sure you were safe and okay and protected. And then it's just like, oh, like I know it was just magic, but I don't think like she treated them very well.
Yeah, I mean, she kind of treats them more like her servants than anything.
Yeah. I kind of want to, like, already, I would put him at A.
I like A or S. Like, if it was just Grumpy, I think Grumpy would be on S. The dwarves as a collective.
Collective.
Yeah, we're gonna rate them as a collective because I'm not going through every dwarf.
I mean, some of them are just kind of background characters, to be honest.
Yeah, no worries, nobody. Please rest. Please rest after your long stream. Thank you again for the raid. I hope you have a great rest of your day. But yeah, as a collective, it's either very high A.
Rip Sneaky.
Yeah, or like low S.
Yeah, rest in peace, Sneaky.
We're never gonna see Sneaky again.
He did his best.
He did his best.
He did his best.
Yeah. Let's see. Let me find their picture.
The 8th dwarf.
The 8th dwarf. There used to be 8, and now there's only 7.
Yeah. I guess we should probably. I mean, people who know already know. So.
Yeah. We don't really, I mean, if you want to explain it, you can.
Yeah. Like how they differ from the fairy tale counterpart is they have a lot more active role in the story. Like, they're the ones who, like, when Snow White's back is up against the wall, they come in with their pickaxes swinging and they
calling everybody sister.
Yeah, and they almost like single-handedly take back the castle. Them and the fairies, and like, oh my god, Grumpy, aka Dreamy, aka Leroy, so sweet.
Oh,
like,
he's the best. Oh my god.
Him and his wife. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I forgot her name.
I forgot
the fairy.
which fairy. Yeah. Oh, they're not married. Yeah.
They're not married yet.
Yeah, you know.
We say yet when we talk about a 10-year
show that's 10 years. It is so, never underestimate the Termidor. Exactly.
100%. Their pickaxes can like shatter diamonds, so it's like.
Yep. Never underestimate the dwarfs.
Never underestimate.
Have a great rest of your Alexoma. Thank you so much.
Enjoy
Let me know
yourself.
where my number one Delve Hug goes to.
Yeah, oh my god.
Oh, I feel like once we get to Hug, it's not even gonna be funny. We're just gonna be squealing.
Oh my gosh. Soma, he is my favorite man character too.
He's mine too. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh.
For the win.
Oh, that actor is just so sexy.
So sexy.
Okay. We're not on him.
See, that's what I mean. Like, we're already thinking about Hug, and look where it's gotten us. All right, our next character, Ruby.
Tall, dark, and tragic.
Tall, dark, and tragic. Yep.
That's Hook. That's Hook.
That's Hook.
Ruby. Yes, one of my favorite characters. I love her. She's great. She's the best.
Yep. So Ruby, also known as Little Red Riding Hood, also known as the Big Bad Wolf. She is both the Big Bad Wolf and Little Red Riding Hood.
Yeah.
And
she kicks ass.
She kicks ass. She takes names. And the reason this is the case is because she's a werewolf. She's actually a werewolf. And she wasn't aware that she was a werewolf until later on.
She's such a great supporting character too. Like, there's so many times, like, even like in the modern world, she uses her like extremely strong like powers of scent to like track down people, find objects and all that stuff, and like just a really solid supporting character. Also, I remember this, like, when she first met like Belle, she was like one of the first people to like welcome her and like be her friend and stuff, and like, oh, it's just so cute, like besties, like.
Like, honestly, Red is like everybody's dream best friend.
Yeah,
she's always there for you.
Yeah, she even like helped like Snow White and stuff, and like yeah, she's great. She's great.
There's like nothing else to say other than she's just amazing.
And like the outfits that she has just eats.
They eat. She's so stylish. She's so great. I mean, like, I love the way she dresses in both, like, before she gets her memories, after she gets her memories, and
great.
Enchanted Forest.
Like, props to the wardrobe people. They put a really good amount of effort into every single costume. I feel like one of like the wardrobe people just had like a even like bigger like love for Red Riding Hood, so then they paid like more attention to her costumes.
Like, she slays. She definitely slays.
Hashtag slay.
Yeah.
Hashtag slay.
I also want to put Ruby in A.
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 Just put her below Emma. Yeah, but like really solid A.
Yeah, she's a really solid A. Like,
yeah.
If it were just me, I think I'd put her above Emma, but I'm okay with putting her behind Emma. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, since we talked about Red, we can't forget about her grandmother, the queen, who could actually kill you with a crossbow. And she will do it.
The badass.
The grandmother of Little Red.
Look at that big ass crossbow that she holds.
I know. I was like, I have to find such a like badass picture of her because she's such a badass in the show. Like, she can knock you the fuck out.
Takes no name. Takes no shit from anybody.
Yeah.
She's like the grandma that everybody wants.
Yep. She feeds you. She protects you. And if you mess with her, she will shoot a crossbow straight at your heart and not miss.
Yeah, never miss. Never miss.
This is the grandma you should be afraid of.
Yeah, grandmama.
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 How would you want to rate Granny?
I feel like we don't get to see enough of her to give her an A. I kind of want to put her at a B.
I kind of want to put her at B too. I can
Yeah,
100% agree with that.
B.
B for Granny.
B for Granny.
The best cook in Storybrooke.
Yes, the best cook, runs a diner.
Yep, she's the best.
Everybody goes there.
Everybody
Solid.
goes there. Yep.
I want to go there. I want to
too.
go there.
I want to try her lasagna.
I want to try her lasagna. I want to try her pies and stuff.
Yummy. Next up, the Archie Hopper, aka oops, I did not mean to do that.
The
Jiminy
Archie
Cricket.
Jiminy.
Yeah.
Jiminy.
We got our Jiminy Cricket here.
Add a heading.
I know. I'm like pressing buttons. I should stop pressing buttons.
So, yes, Jiminy Archie Hopper is the in the real world he is a psychiatrist, therapist.
A therapist.
Like a really solid therapist. Which kind of makes sense as like somebody's conscious. We actually get to see a bit more about his story though, where we find out that he was originally traveling with his mom and dad around the Enchanted Forest, basically scamming like villages and stuff for their coin and for their money and stuff. And he was like, I don't really want to do this anymore. I don't want to scam people. I want to be a good person. But his mom and dad were like, no, like why would you want to do that? And they basically gaslit him into like staying in the family. And it wasn't until this horrible accident happened where the family scammed a young couple, telling them that there was this disease happening, and it was about to reach them soon, but they were like, oh, we have like the cure, and they gave them the cure, or the quote unquote cure, but it turned out to be in a weird series of events. Basically before that, Hopper came to Rumpelstiltskin and was like, hey, I want to run away. I want to basically be rid of my parents. Can you help me with that? And his parent Rumpelstiltskin was like, okay, give him this. And Hopper was like, okay. So he got the vial, but it turned out that the family had actually known and switched out the vial that they were supposed to get with the vial that they actually gave the young couple. And so when they found, when he came back later, he found out that the young couple had been turned into puppets. Yeah. And it was so tragic because like the kid was like, the young couple had a kid and the kid came in and was like, whoa, what the hell? I don't understand. And so, it was just really, really bad.
It was so bad.
He was not a super great person.
It was probably because of his it wasn't my choice. It was his upbringing.
But he wanted to change. He did want to change. And by the end of it, the Blue Fairy came to him and was like, hey, I can help you, as long as you promise to go and like try and help other people. And he was like, okay, I agree. And then she turned him into a cricket.
Yep. His choice, by the way. He wanted to be a cricket.
He wanted to be a cricket.
Yeah, because he loved crickets as a kid.
Yeah. And so now he's like the voice of reason and the conscious. And it's just a really tragic story for him.
It really is, because the child of the parents that he ended up getting turned into wood was actually Geppetto's parents. and the Blue Fairy asked Jiminy Cricket to look after Geppetto since then.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was Geppetto's parents that got turned into wooden dolls. So Archie made it his goal to like look over Geppetto throughout his entire life, to be his conscience, and to also
Yeah.
help other people along the way as well.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
Just a very tragic character.
Honestly.
Who in the nowadays does get fucked around a lot by some villains.
Oh my god, he does. This poor man is just like, he aggroes all of them.
Yeah, he knows all of them, but like not by his fault, like not by choice. And but like he does end up doing like a heroic act in season 1 where like Henry thinks that there's something in the mine, so he follows him in there, but then there's a collapse, and and then they just kind of like try and work together to like try and like get out. And it's just really sweet how he like tries to like protect Henry and stuff.
Yeah, it's very sweet.
Yeah,
I
it's
agree.
very,
I
very
mean, what would you rate him?
kind of want to put him at a B.
I agree. Do you
Yeah,
think
he redeemed himself.
what would you say? Would you say like high B, low B?
I'd say high B,
I'd
just
say
because
it.
we get to see a bit more of him than Granny.
Granny,
Even though we
yeah.
love Granny.
I know, we love Granny here, but like Jimmy does get more screen time.
Yes. 100%. 100%. Therapist.
I can't talk about Archie without Pongo.
Pongo, the goodest boy.
S, because he's a good boy. He's best boy.
Good boy, helps people out, does his best.
Yup, he's
Nothing
good
wrong
boy.
with him.
Yep, nothing wrong with him.
S
S tier.
S tier.
I'm gonna put him low S tier, because I feel like we could definitely, S tier for sure.
100%. Best dog.
Best dog. Now, I thought this would be interesting to put here. What do you think about Lancelot?
Lancelot. Oh, we don't get to see much of him.
No, unfortunately.
I kind of want to put him in an A.
Yeah, I kind of want to put him in an A or high B, because we don't really get to see him again in the Camelot arc.
Yeah, because in season 2, we do see him a little bit in season 2, but it turns out not to be him, but Cora in disguise and all that stuff, and blah 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 blah. But like what we do see of him like first at season 2 was like pretty great.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah. This was like very fast for sure. Just straight. What was it again? A or B?
B.
He's definitely like Granny. Really cool, but not enough screen time.
Yeah.
Alright, who's next?
Who's next?
We got...
I thought you were gonna loop Geppetto with Archie.
I was going to, but I looped him with August instead.
I
should have grouped them
you
all
could have done
together.
Archie, Geppetto, August.
I could have, but like, I didn't have enough time, to be honest.
Oh, Graham.
I know, Graham.
Tragic.
So tragic. I feel so bad about this man.
He doesn't even get a whole lot of screen time.
No, because he dies.
Because he dies.
Because he legitimately dies.
Yeah, so he is the huntsman that is contracted by Regina, the evil queen, to go and kill Snow White. And he's like, okay, I'll do it. But like, he's not really like, he's kind of reluctant because he's also the kind of person that really respects life. You see that when he goes and like kills like a deer, and he's like, I promise I will use you, well, and I won't waste anything. And he's just really, really respectful of life and like treasures it, I guess. And so when he goes to like kill Snow White. He ends up letting her go, and kind of like does the like does the stupid thing where he brings in like a heart of
I
like
know,
of
a
like
pig or
of
something
like a
like a
pig,
boar.
and is like, hey, this is it. But then she finds out like, no, it's not glowing. What the fuck?
Like, it's not a human heart, you dunce.
You idiot.
Oh, yeah, idiot. You didn't kill
Oh,
Snow. You tried to trick
you
me.
stupid.
Yep, and that ended up getting him like his own heart taken out, but instead of being killed, Regina, the
It's
evil
used.
queen, yeah, it's used. She then manipulates him. And so back in Storybrooke, he spends his entire life thinking he can't feel love or wondering why he can't feel anything. But it's because his heart is gone, but he doesn't know that.
Yeah. He's
And-
also the sheriff, and
Yep.
he and Regina have an interesting relationship.
Mm-hmm.
uh
Wink, wink.
and it's actually one of the first dominoes to fall actually in season 1 that helps Emma start like her journey of discovery when it comes to magic and stuff, because he when she comes into town, he starts like getting flashbacks of his old memories of his old life. And so like everybody thinks he's crazy, but he's getting these memories, and he goes to Regina's like a vault of like hearts and is like, trying to find his own heart. And then he ends up dying.
Yeah, because he gets his memories back at the very last minute, and just before he could tell Emma about his memories or just anything, like Regina kills him, crushes his heart because she still had it, and he dies. It was so tragic because Emma started falling in love with him, and it's
Yeah.
just like,
Oh my gosh.
yeah, oh my god. The one time she opens her heart and this guy dies.
See, this is one of the reasons why Emma doesn't trust anyone.
Yeah, because he died. Oh, it was so sad. How would you?
So sad.
Yeah. How would you like to rate him? Because he did get a lot of screen time during the first season.
He did get a lot of screen time during the first season. Honestly, like, kind of put him an A, like low A.
I could go with that.
Yeah, cause like he does bad things, but not of his own volition.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like if he like was like whenever he is in control, he is like trying to do the right thing. Like he makes Emma like deputy against against Regina's orders.
Yeah.
He kind of like passes on the torch to her. And is really like, again, the first domino to fall that like unfortunately he dies, but like in doing so makes her like question things. So
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Graham great at the end of the
Graham
story.
great.
Graham great. Our
Graham
next
cracker.
character, Ariel, the Little Mermaid. I mean,
Okay,
she's great. I mean, like
she's great.
she doesn't really appear in the real world because she was one of the very lucky few that didn't get sucked into the curse.
I didn't get sucked.
She didn't get sucked, and plus, like, apparently mermaids in this universe can travel between realms, so she's able to come in and out of Storybrooke whenever she wants. Anyways.
Yeah, just whenever she wants.
Yeah, so that's how we meet her, because in the past she knew Snow White, and Snow White wanted to help her get with her boo,
Her boo thing.
boo, Prince Eric. She was in love with the prince, but you know the whole story. She's a mermaid. How can Prince Eric fall in love with a smelly fish like me?
A smelly fish.
Yeah, so she asks Ursula, to turn her to human, but in this case, Ursula is like a local legend, and apparently no one knew she existed. So the person who actually showed up as Ursula wasn't Ursula. It was Regina in disguise, the evil queen. and basically gives Ariel what she wants, but in exchange, like, you have to kill Snow for me. You know?
So it's very like it's very standard, but
It's
like
very
with a few
standard, yeah.
variations.
Yeah, exactly. You know, same difference. But at the end, Ariel chooses not to go through with the deal because she's like, I don't want to hurt my friend, because Snow was actually like hyping her up, being like her wing woman. And, like, you gotta like he'll love you no
You
matter
gotta
what
kiss
you are.
the girl.
Yeah. And so, long story short, she's just great, you know?
She's great.
Yeah.
I don't really remember much of her, because I'm not there in the story yet. But like, I agree.
Yeah, she's great. I like her. I like her a lot. I would say.
Since you remember her more of her than I do, where would you put her?
Honestly, I think for the amount of screen time she had, and she comes like in and out, like once in a while.
Yeah.
I'd say either like. I think I kind of want to give her. Like like in between Archie and Granny on B.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like good, but you know.
I'd agree with you. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds right to me.
Yush. Now, do you remember Prince Eric?
I don't remember Prince Eric, to be honest.
The reason I put him here is because I love the fact that back in Storybrooke, because Ariel is searching for him. Yeah, it's so cute. Because like Ariel only came to Storybrooke just so that she could find Prince Eric, because Eric got sucked in with everybody in Storybrooke.
Eric got sucked.
He got sucked in. And the best part is that this, like, it's like subconsciously he remembers the last moment he had with Ariel. Like, he asked Ariel to meet him down at the pier and to go on a boat with him, and so they could ship or set sail happily ever after. But then like Ariel doesn't get to meet him, and so he thinks like she stood him up. And so back in Storybrooke, he's like a fish, like I don't know what you call the people who like chop fish and put them into cans.
What, a fishmonger?
A fishmonger. He's a fishmonger in Storybrooke. It's like subconsciously he's like so like spiteful. Like, I got stood up, and he's just like chopping fish. And like there's this one scene. Yeah, there's this one scene where Ariel sees him from a distance, and she's just like, "Oh, is that really him?" And then she like, "Is that really him?" And she like takes a few steps closer, and she like sees what he's doing, and he's like angrily chopping fish.
My friends,
Yeah.
not my friends.
And Ariel's like, "Ooh, so he does hold that against me."
I have a special place in my heart for Ariel, actually, just as a Disney character. She's great.
She is great. So like he doesn't hold it against her, but like subconsciously he's just like, man, I got stood up.
Man.
Like, I'm a little salty because I got stood up, but you know,
also because of the water.
and yeah, that too. But when he sees Ariel, they like, you know, they live happily ever after. He doesn't hold it against her, really. They just finally get to be together at the very end.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would say like, I'd say like low B, just because there's really not much to him, but he is a good guy.
Yeah, he's
in
a
my
good guy.
opinion. Let me see if I can find his picture though. I had these organized, but then they got messed up. Yep.
Give me one moment, please.
Yeah, take your time. Take your time. I feel like a lot of the princes in particular we're gonna go through really quickly because we don't really see much of them.
It ain't their story.
It ain't their story. They're more side characters. I'm also gonna take a moment to drink my drink as well. But overall, I feel like this tier list is going pretty well.
Me too, me too.
Ah, we only got any more? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 21 characters to go. This is for the heroes.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Though if it does run too long, I don't mind doing the villains another time.
Yeah, me too. I wouldn't mind.
Which makes me I hope we don't like oh my god, because like Killian's there. He's the villain.
Killian! Killian, my beloved, tall, dark, and handsome. Tall, dark, handsome, and tragic. Just how I like my men.
I'll just put our next character up. You probably won't remember her either.
Punzi.
Yeah, I know she's your favorite Disney character.
So, Punzi is my favorite Disney character of all time. Tangled for me, just.
Yeah, she only appears in one episode in Once Upon a Time.
It's so sad. It's so tragic.
It is. She only appears, I think, in the Camelot arc. Yeah, and she's more of a character that Prince Charming meets and helps along the way on his journey.
Yeah, she needs to find her Eugene.
She does. She really does. But no, yeah, that's really
supporting character.
Yeah, she's more of a supporting character. Rapunzel just lives in a tower because she's afraid to come down from it because she's like being haunted by something. Because like she goes to the tower thinking initially like I can't be a ruler. I need a magical object to give me the confidence to be a ruler. But the magical object was fake. And she ended up getting cursed instead to stay in the tower and being like haunted by like a shadow creature that keeps her in the tower. But it turns out that shadow creature is just her inner fear of becoming a ruler.
Man.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, so Prince Charming just helps her down the tower, and that's about it for her story. She just goes back home and becomes a ruler.
She ain't need no man.
She don't need no man. She just need confidence.
Confidence, woman. Confidence.
Confidence. And I kind of put her in the same like area or realm of like screen time as like Lancelot, but at the same time I kind of feel like I wish I could see her more.
Yeah, I feel like she was done a little dirty, but
yeah. A, you want to put her A?
S.
S. This is just for Rapunzel.
Oh damn! I feel like I'd be too biased, so you should probably rank her. I'm okay. I'm okay with whatever you choose. Be okay. B for best girl.
B for best girl. There. I can agree with that. She'll be B for best girl.
Tee.
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 I think Wendy gets the same treatment too.
Wendy? Yeah.
Wendy darling. Yeah, one of
Wendy
those characters.
darling.
Yeah, one of those characters that's... Oh wait, no, but she does show up in more episodes. She's more of a background character in Neverland.
Oh, I only remember the like episode that she showed up in season 2.
Yeah, so basically, Wendy, like after like Neil, like when he was like a kid, was taken to Neverland. Wendy and her brothers decided that they would go after Neil because they're like, well, he's like family.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Like he saved us. It's only fair that we save him. So she goes to Neverland, but she becomes Pan's prisoner, and Pan forces her brothers to do his bidding back in the like modern realm.
Yeah,
And-
Peter Pan is not a great guy.
Yeah, he's not a great guy. So, like, Wendy's there, but she's more of a prisoner, and Pan forces Wendy to, like, try to convince Henry to do things for him. So, because, like, Henry knows who Wendy is, and, like, he like, wants to, like, help Wendy out, too, because, like, he knows that Wendy is a prisoner as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Oh, and that
Ye-
starting. Which is actually perfect because I need to go use the restroom.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Chat, how are you doing? How are you doing? Hope you're all doing well. Oh my gosh, my throat is just giving out. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all doing lovely. I'm doing great myself. Just enjoying my I honestly fell asleep for way too long than I should have. I think I fell asleep for over like 16 hours, which is kind of the same like how I usually do things. But it's also a little weird though, cuz sometimes I get insomnia and it's all weird, you know? But hope you all are having a wonderful day. Man, I'm hungry. I honestly don't remember what came first with this tier list. Whether it's like Kame wanted to do this tier list thing, or like me wanting to get into the show again. I think I got into the show first again, and then Kame was like, hey, let's go do a tier list thing. So here we are. But it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun being here with her and you all. One moment. Whoop. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh man, we're almost 2 hours in and we still have quite a few characters to get through.
I'm back.
Welcome back. And the ad break is finishing now.
Nice.
Good timing.
I tried to be fast.
I forgot what came first. You telling me that you were watching like Once Upon a Time, and then I was like, oh, maybe I should rewatch it, and then we were like, oh, we should do a tier list thing, or was it like, what was the order?
Well, I was telling you I was well, yeah, I think I mentioned that like on stream that I was watching Once Upon a Time, or I was talking to you about Once Upon a Time.
Oh yeah.
And then
I was like, oh, maybe I should rewatch it.
yeah, and then I thought about the tier list thing. I thought it'd be so fun to do that.
Yeah.
I wanted to do something similar with TV shows and movies, but I didn't know where to begin or who to ask.
There's so much that we could do.
There's so much. But did I rate Wendy anywhere yet?
Did you ever no, I don't think so.
Let's see. Let's put Wendy.
I wonder, did you ever watch my other favorite ABC drama? Marvel's Agents of Shield?
No, I didn't even know that was a thing or a show.
Yeah, it is. It is. I think it started after the Avengers came out. But there was a whole like Agents of Shield TV show that came out. Similar in production as like Once Upon a Time, kind of. And it was interesting.
Ooh, I see.
Yeah, it was interesting. There were
I'll
some moments that I liked and some moments that I didn't like.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah,
Sure.
please do. Please do.
Let's move on to our next character. Move, Wendy. Let's make room for Cinderella.
Ah, yes, Cinderella.
Yes, I'm surprised she doesn't get more screen time.
Me too. She only got like a little bit.
Yeah, she just kind of disappeared after a while.
I really like her. I like her like little like mini arc with like in the modern world dealing with like having like a baby and like trying to like reconcile with being a single mom. Shout out to all of our single moms.
Yeah. Agreed. Yeah, her story is just one of like she's had her happily ever after, but she was separated from her prince, which in Once Upon a Time, like his name is like Prince Thomas.
Thomas. Yeah.
She gets separated by Prince Thomas because of the curse, and she's pregnant when they got separated. So like
that carries over.
Yeah, it carries over. So she's like alone, like trying to raise a kid. And I think the weird thing is that everybody's judging her for it because she's like a single mother. So there's kind of like a stigma.
I mean, I think it's also kind of like of the times, you know, like 2010s.
Yeah.
But it's really, really sweet because at the end, she like resolves to like be that single mom and kick ass, and like people kind of like come around her for it and like build like that community for her, which is really, really sweet.
Yeah, it's so sweet because it's not fair the way that she was being treated, and it wasn't even her fault either. But the craziest thing that I can't remember correctly, but Cinderella back in the Enchanted Forest, the reason she is the way she is also because she made a deal with Rumpelstiltskin.
Yeah, because her fairy godmother kinda came and then Rumpelstiltskin killed her.
Rumpelstiltskin killed her, and so instead she made a deal with Rumpel just in order to get to where she is. Though I don't remember what the conditions of their deal was. Like, did he want her firstborn child or something like that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah,
he wanted her child. There's something about Rumpel and like wanting children.
Yeah, I know. Oh my god.
I'm like, what the hell are you doing with that?
Yeah, what are you gonna do with a whole ass child?
Oh, I don't know. Nothing good, probably.
No, but yeah, no, she gets to where she is because she makes a deal with Rumpelstiltskin. Make me a princess and let me have my happily ever after, and I'll give you my firstborn child. Which luckily never actually happens. Like, she manages to like...
because Emma like protects her and is like, hey, this ain't great.
Yeah, instead Emma makes a deal with Rumpel, but I forgot what their deal was.
Don't they like... she's just like, you owe me, like, I'll owe you a favor?
Yeah, I think it was something like that.
Yeah.
Like an IOU for whenever.
Yeah, like an IOU, and then that's what Rumpel uses to convince Emma to help him look for Balefire.
Yep. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right about that. Yeah, that's what it leads to. Yeah. So I mean, like, she's a good character.
Did you ever find her prince?
She does. He's actually the next slide.
Oh yeah, and he's like,
because at the end, I think at the end of that episode, Cinderella, or actually no, Emma goes to Prince Thomas's house in Storybook.
Oh yeah. And then
Yeah.
his dad is like, "Why would I?" And then
Yeah,
it's
like,
just
why
like,
would I let my son ruin his life because he got pregnant with some lady out of wedlock? And it's like,
"Some lady out of wedlock."
yeah, like, what the?
What the fuck?
Yeah, but like Thomas shows up for her anyways.
A lot of the kings are not great people.
No,
by
oh
the
my
way.
god, almost every king in this show is so bad.
So bad.
So bad. It's so bad. It's not even funny. All of them are like low-key villains.
So, where do you think we should rank Cinderella?
Cinderella, let's see. I don't know, maybe low B as well.
B, yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
We don't see her doing any like heroics or anything.
Yeah,
She's
and I don't.
like, she's a product of circumstance.
She really is, and Thomas is too. Because even though I gave him a slide, I'll just show the slide, but I think we could pretty rank him like next to
Together.
Cinderella. Yeah, together.
Yeah, together.
Yeah, let's keep up together. You know.
Keep them together, unlike you two looking at Snow White and Prince Charming. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thomas is just overall a great guy. He's just like, oh, like, you know, you want me not to be with her because of some petty reasons? Like, fuck you.
Yeah, he just tells his dad to like shove it. You know, I'm gonna.
And
be
he's
with
like-
Cinderella.
He's like, oh, like, we may be poor, but we will be poor together, and we'll figure things out and work things out together, which is really just so heartwarming.
Agreed. Which I don't think I put Thomas here. Wait, I think this is him. Yeah, I think that's Thomas. I'm like,
Oh my
where is he?
goodness. Where is he? Where is he?
Where is he? Alrighty, who do we have next? Oh my, I don't even know if you're gonna remember him. Kristoff!
Oh. Oh, the boy.
The boy.
I don't remember him, but I remember him like just that pose.
I know. It's so sassy.
I know, he's like, what you want from me?
Yep, he's just as sassy as he is in the movies and like the TV show. And not really sassy, but like, you know, like I'm like he's such a great guy. He helps Anna all the time. Like he's really supportive. He's definitely very big on the I'm just a supporting boyfriend and I don't mind that. Like anything you need and I'll do it for you. But just let me know so I can like know when to expect you home.
Also, ice.
Type energy. And ice. He loves ice.
Ice
Yeah.
is his life.
Ice is his life. But that's really it. I mean, he never really does anything in Once Upon a Time. He's just kind of there as like a supporting character for Anna. And Elsa. And
Funny
Elsa.
funny thing, I said on
No,
put him down the C and put Snow White down the D.
You're right. I kind of agree with that. I'm
Put
sorry,
him down the
Snow.
C.
I'm sorry.
You're not sorry.
I'm not sorry. She got demoted.
She got demoted.
They get even further apart as time goes.
You should post this tier list once it's finished.
I'm going to. I want to start chaos.
Start shit.
Like, I'm sorry, but Snow bad.
Yeah. C should probably be like the characters who like we don't really get to see as much. So we could probably put down like a few characters from B.
Honestly, I could probably just put all the princes there.
The princes, maybe maybe Punzi, even though like
I know, that's gonna hurt your heart.
yeah, that's gonna hurt my heart. I think the rest of them are great though. Are
Me
fine.
too. It's sad that Prince Thomas got more screen time than Rapunzel.
Put Thomas above above Kristoff. But also put Punzi above Kristoff too.
No, she's gotta stay there, Star.
No, I need.
Okay, just for you.
Just for me. Yay.
Just for you.
See.
Do you want her in between? Or on
Yeah,
the
just put her in between.
I'll put her in between.
We're making major tier list changes.
We are. It's wonderful. Now,
There's a
of
part of me
course,
that's just like, why put Snow White in D? But like, she kind of deserves it.
she kind of deserves it.
She starts as much shit as she like finishes.
Yep. I had to put Sven. you know?
Moose. S.
I had to put the reindeer.
S.
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 All
S.
the animal companions go S.
S. Yes.
Yep.
S.
I put him there. S tier,
S.
right next to Pongo.
Hell yeah.
Definitely Pongo above Sven.
Yeah, just because we see Pongo more.
Yeah, just because we see him more. Now, do you remember the Frozen arc?
I don't.
Oh.
I don't. Shoot
we
me,
got
but I
Anna.
don't. Anna.
You gotta
Anna.
admit, they cast the perfect person to play Anna.
They did good.
Like, she looks so much like Disney, like Anna, like animated. It's so crazy. And she sounds like her too, like pitch perfect.
I know, right?
They casted the perfect person.
It's
I don't know who the
uncanny.
actor's name is. It's so uncanny. I don't know who the actress name is, but she did an amazing job playing as Anna.
Let
too
me,
good.
Let me
let's
look.
search it up.
I got it. Elizabeth Lail, Lail.
L-A-I-L. Lail.
Elizabeth
I don't know.
Lail.
Elizabeth, you did an amazing job.
Yeah.
Yeah. And in Once Upon a Time's version of Anna, she's just, kick ass, take names type of person. She just wants
Hell
to help
yeah.
Elsa. I forgot why she wants to
Oh,
help
she's
Elsa.
a blonde IRL.
She really is? That's crazy. She could totally pass off as a redhead.
Right?
I mean, just like,
Right.
look at her. She looks so much like Anna.
Oh, she was in the FNAF movie.
Was she?
Yeah.
As who?
Vanessa.
Oh my god. That's
Vanessa
crazy.
Afton.
That's crazy. I
That's
did not recognize
crazy.
her. Oh my god, that's crazy.
She was in Gossip Girl. She was in that's all. She doesn't really do much.
Yeah. No, and Once Upon a Time, I think that the timeline, I'm trying to remember exactly, because it has been I've seen it recently, but I don't know why Anna's story is escaping me. But I think all she wanted to do was try to find Elsa, because at one point they were separated. Yeah.
Sisters finding sisters, you know.
Sisters finding sisters. So everything in the movies had already happened by the time we see Anna and Elsa. And the newest development was that they got separated. And I think Elsa, again, they got Elsa got trapped in a magical jar or something. And Anna was looking for her, where's my sister?
Jar sister.
Jar sister, and Anna's like, no, my sister.
No, my sister.
Yeah, so that's basically it,
I'd
She just
find
tries to
you if
find
you were
Elsa.
trapped in the magical jar.
Aw, thank you. I'd look for you too. But yeah, that's pretty much Anna's story. Just trying to look for Elsa. Yeah, pretty good. I mean, I do know that she's the reason why Prince Charming knows how to fight, because she teaches him how to fight.
Really? I
She
don't
does.
remember that.
Yeah, she teaches him how to fight, because this was before Charming was made a prince, when he was living with his mom in the middle of the enchanted forest as a humble peasant.
A humble farmer.
But a humble farmer. Yep. Man, we're gonna have to explain that. The whole Prince Charming is actually not the original Prince Charming. He's the twin brother.
Yeah, he's a twin brother. So basically, originally, the king had two sons. Oh, that's right. Wasn't wasn't it like his mom and his dad weren't actually married?
Yeah. So
It was
here-
kind of like a
they're
thing
not
where
really clear on it.
scandal.
you
It was
know?
kind of, I'm not really clear on that, but dad took one, mom took the other.
Mm-hmm.
And James's brother,
No, James
David's
is-
brother.
Yeah, James is
David's
the-
brother James is like kind of an asshole.
Yeah, he was like what you could imagine.
killed
a
the
spoiled
remaining
brat
giants.
would be. Yeah,
He
he was.
killed the remaining giants with Jacqueline.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
they like tried to like befriend the giant Tiny to try and gain his trust, and then they could like take all of his like shit.
Yeah, basically steal from the giants. It was like the whole Jack and Jill story, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he wasn't a great person. He ended up dying due to like a fight.
he got
And
wrecked.
he got absolutely destroyed.
He did.
Cause he thought he killed the guy, but the guy like wasn't dead. And then so when his back was turned, he was like stabbed.
Yeah,
He got what he deserved.
he did.
And then so the dad's like, oh, like, you know, this was supposed to secure our like dynasty. Because like a lot of the kingdoms too do get bankrupt, go
Yeah.
bankrupt. And so they're like, yeah, because they're about to marry kingdoms. And so that's why the father tracked down the other son, the kind, the honest farm boy,
To
and was
replace
like,
his dead
hey,
son.
it was like, hey, you're gonna replace James, or I'm gonna kill your mom.
Yeah.
Which is really, really fucked up. And so David was like, okay, fine, I'll do it. And then he ends up having to like slay a dragon, somehow manages to do it. Best boy. Good
Becomes
boy.
Prince Charming. The end.
The end.
But yeah, but like before that even happened, all those events, Anna went to David looking for help. Like, hey, you got any clues on how I can help find my sister Elsa, or like how to help my sister? Yeah, because at this point I don't think Elsa was missing. I think Anna went to the Enchanted Forest to look for something because she left Arendelle. She's like, I need to find something to help my sister. And David's just like, well, I don't know how to help you, but I guess you could stay in our barn if you need a night to stay. And then, like, this is where, like, the craziest thing happened. Like, Bo Peep shows up, and apparently she's a villain. And Bo Peep is like, I'm gonna steal your farm. Or,
I'm gonna steal your sheep.
Yeah. I'm gonna steal your farm, you know? Bah.
Bah, bitch.
Bah, bitch. And Anna's like, nah, you ain't gonna steal this farm. I'll whoop ya. And then David's like, no, we can't take her on. She's got a crazy staff that could turn
Prince
us
Charming, Bo Peep, and Anna.
Yep, they all have a feud, man. And so, like, Anna teaches David how to defend himself. David defends himself from Bo Peep, and then Anna just goes on her way. The end.
The end.
The end. That's just how the story of events goes.
It's really weird though, because like when we first see David fight, it isn't very good. So I just wonder like how like
Yeah, so
why they decided to like retcon stuff.
yeah, that's the thing. Like, the show has a habit of retconning itself because it's trying to fit in so many characters and try to tie so many characters together, which I don't understand why they have to do that. Like, they don't, like, Anna doesn't need to have a connection with Charming. Like,
Her
she-
standalone story is fine.
Exactly, because when she is actually in the modern world trying to look for Elsa, like, the second Anna meets Prince Charming again, they're just like, oh, hey, oh, hi, I remember you. Oh, I remember you too. That's it. It literally does nothing for the rest of the story. There's
Yeah,
no revelation
100%.
or anything important for them like knowing each other.
No, this is
So
really starting to remind me of the CW Arrowverse shows, right?
yeah, it's really like up there.
It's funny
Ah,
that you mentioned Arrowverse because Grant Gustin, best fucking Flash ever.
oh my, yes, I agree with that.
I love
But yeah,
Grant. He's great.
but
Wrong
yeah,
show, but he's great.
that's all I have to say about Anna, to be honest. I would say if I were to rank her, she'd probably be. I don't know. I feel like we're putting so many people in B. She feels like a B because
She does literally do, like, she does feel like a B character though.
she is such a B character. Not because she's bad or anything. She's the most purest heart of everybody for sure.
For sure.
But yeah, but she doesn't. There's not much to her. Yeah, aside from that.
She's just one of like the arc characters I like to
Yeah.
call.
Yeah, I completely agree. She's an arc character. There to like make the story go.
Yeah.
But speaking of arc characters, I also put Elsa.
Let it go. Let it go.
Yeah, Elsa's story is that she got like trapped in a like bottle can, kind of like genie style. Yeah, she got sucked up in there. And
she got sucked into a bottle.
She got sucked into the bottle and was kept as like a magical object by Rumple because I don't even think Rumple knew that she was in there. And
He was like, "Oh, something magical." Yoink.
yeah, he likes to collect magical things. So then like for like Elsa managed to get out because it got knocked over. And so she's like, "Oh, I'm here. Where the hell am I?" Because now she was in Storybrooke. So she's like, "I need to find Anna. I need to find my sister because I'm scared and lost and I don't know what to do." And
Wasn't there like also like a deep freeze thing coming as well?
that's because of the Snow Queen, who's a villain, which is their
Ah.
aunt. Yeah.
Ah, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Things are coming back to me now.
Yeah, they're coming back in flashes, huh?
Back in flashes.
Back in flashes. But yeah, like technically Anna and Elsa's story has a lot to do with the Ice Queen story, but like you can also think of them as like two different arcs. You know, they involve each other, but they're kind of like two different arcs. All in
I kind of
one.
feel like it's only fair to put her on like B as well.
I agree. She definitely needs to go.
We just
What's her
cleared the
sister?
B, and now we're putting more characters on the B.
We could always reorganize this afterwards.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah. For our like final thoughts. Now, I feel like you would have opinions on Mulan.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, indeed. Oh boy.
I like her. She's kind of the character that's like, she's got the right attitude. I think the way that they portrayed her in the show was okay. There's just some moments though that just don't really make a whole lot of sense, where she kind of just becomes antagonistic for no reason at all.
I agree. Mulan is my favorite Disney character, so just seeing her be so different than what I expected her to be, I'm just like, oh man.
Like, I understand, like, she is a tomboy, she's like antagonistic, like, that's okay. But sometimes there's just reasons that she is like rough for no reason at all.
Yeah.
And that kind of grates on me.
How do you feel about the idea that Mulan fell in love with Aurora and Prince Philip, but Prince Philip first and then Aurora?
Yo, honestly, they got an OT3 coming going on.
It's
Okay.
insane.
My bisexual head ass is like just in here, just like yes, cause like for a lot of season 2, she and Aurora are like I just feel like they're a thing.
Well, like at first they were more like rivals because like
They're more like
I
rivals.
because like I'm pretty sure Aurora knew that Mulan had a thing for her boo. So
Yeah.
yeah, and
They were
so
first
like
rivals, but then like as you see the story progress, you see how like
mhm.
they start to trust each other more and like care for each other, and like Mulan was willing to like sacrifice everything to get back Aurora. Like
Yep.
if that's not gay coded, I don't know what is.
It really was because like
It
at
goes
the end,
beyond the whole like I promised Prince Philip I was going to protect you. Like
yeah.
she was willing to risk it all.
Honestly, is this the new live action Mulan? Nope, it's a different Mulan.
Different.
Once upon
Also,
a time Mulan.
also, friends with Belle.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
She was friends with Belle.
Yeah, we're
It's
like
like they had their own little story, little mini story together.
They did. I don't know. I'm kind of like, I love Mulan as a character. I hate the romance part of it. I could totally stand for it if it was just one of them. I don't think I liked that she fell in love with like Philip and then Aurora.
See, as someone who is like okay with like Polly, I'm okay with like the OT3.
Oh no, it's not me not liking that like as a concept, but like
Mm-hmm.
it makes because she doesn't seem to have any interest for Philip anymore. That's what confuses me.
I'm not. I haven't gotten to that part yet. But like, hey, if she stays with Aurora and like just kicks Philip out, I'm okay with that too.
And then she couldn't though, cause like actually Mulan was going to profess her feelings for Aurora. That's why I come.
In what
to the
season?
it was like I think it was the season where Emma became the Dark One. Because they were doing some
Oh my gosh,
flashbacks
I
here and there.
forgot about that.
Yeah, so
Oh my
Mulan was
gosh.
actually going to like confess her feelings to Aurora, like, "Hey, I love you." But then in that exact moment, Aurora's like, "Wait, let me go first. I have something to confess to you." And Aurora tells her, like, "I'm pregnant. Philip and I are gonna have a kid together." And it breaks Mulan's heart. Yeah.
I
And
really
then Mulan just went away.
I feel like this is really telling of like the show's age as well. Just like not willing to like push for those kind of like queer relationships.
Mm. Yeah, it was heavily implied. It was heavily implied that Mulan was gonna
it's
confess
queer
her feelings.
coded.
It's
Like
100%. She was going to tell Aurora, and then Aurora's like, "I'm pregnant with Philip's kid. We're gonna, yeah."
that tears me up inside.
It did. It tore me up too because I was like, "No, Mulan doesn't get her a happy ending." I felt so sad about it for the longest time because that also made me think like, oh, she doesn't like Philip anymore because she legitimately just went away.
Yeah.
Like she just disappeared again after that. I mean, like the cast see her from time to time, but that was about it. You know, after the confession, like Mulan just decides to go on her own merry way. Yeah.
I feel like we should put her at A.
I want to put her at 8 too. I feel like
she deserves so much more.
She did. She had so much potential, and then they like.
And like all the things that she's done were always for like the right reasons.
Yeah.
Like it might have been like not great, but you can understand it.
Agreed. Man, Mulan got done dirty. It just, it's so tragic the way her character went.
Oh man.
Yep. And I don't know if we get to see her again in later seasons. I hope we do. I hope we see her.
I forget.
No worries. Now speaking of of Aurora.
Oh man.
We already talked about, I guess, Aurora and Philip. I mean, I guess we could just go ahead and rank them. I mean, all we know about Aurora is that she is so in love with Prince Philip, and Prince Philip is so in love with her. They protect each other. They didn't really get like a backstory type of thing. It was just more of a, oh, like our kingdom got like wrecked by Maleficent at some point, and we're trying to rebuild. And Mulan is there.
Yeah, it's something.
It's something. So, how would you rate Aurora?
See, she's the she was kind of in like a similar vein as like Snow White, where she is a little bit petty.
She kind of is.
Where she does get to be a little bit petty, but I feel like where that differs is that she does get that kind of growth throughout the show. And like she does risk herself, like in season 2 when like she was with Emma and Snow and Mulan and stuff, and then like she risked herself in the dream to get that information from, and then she just ends up getting used by Korra.
Yeah. So I mean, like, she's good. It's just
kind of like she's a little naive. I kind of like B.
Ooh.
What do you think? Like high B? Like mid to high B?
What do you think? Like low B to high C.
Okay, then we'll put her like somewhere around there.
I mean, how about let's put her here in front of Wendy.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. And I also put Philip here as well.
Philip.
Prince Philip. The guy who just doesn't even know what is going on.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm just here to protect Aurora. Mulan's above me. Don't notice.
Don't know. Don't care.
Don't know. Don't care. So
he's just an airhead.
He's just an airhead. I could definitely put him either next to Aurora or at sea with the other princes.
Yeah.
Because he is just kind of there like the other prince. Or the other princes.
Trying to see what else Mulan has been in.
I'm excited to talk about the next one.
Oh yeah?
I don't know if you remember him.
What?
Merlin.
What? Merlin. I don't remember, but I kind of get glimpses here and there.
No worries. So, TDLR. Merlin.
TDLR.
The almighty wizard. I think this was during the arc where Emma, the main character of the story, like turns bad because she's trying to like suck all the darkness. Dark Swan is a thing. Yeah, Dark Swan, she takes all of the town's darkness within her so that no one has to live with darkness. Because the darkness was threatening to destroy the town, and it turns her into Dark Swan. She doesn't.
It turns her into Dark Swan.
It does. She doesn't immediately turn evil, but
she's subtle changes.
Subtle changes, like a slow descent into madness. And in order to clear the darkness away, she tries to, like, her family and everybody are like scrambling around, like, how do we get the darkness out of her before she goes full evil? And they come up with the idea to go find Merlin in Camelot. So they go to the Enchanted Forest, they find Camelot, and they try to look for Merlin, but they realize that he's like trapped as a tree. And so they're like, how do we untree Merlin? How do we get him out of this thing? Because every day I'm slowly descending into darkness and madness. And King Arthur, he's there, and he's just like, I don't know, I've been trying for decades.
I don't know. What do you want me to do?
Yeah, and he's just like, well, since Emma the Savior is here, maybe he can, or maybe she can get Merlin out of here. And so when they eventually do get Merlin out, like, it's kind of like a whole thing, because apparently this entire time King Arthur is actually kind of evil, you know? He actually just wants power and to manipulate people with the idea that he has a big shiny sword.
Big shiny sword. Oh my god.
Shiny sword.
That kind of like relates to the whole like, oh, like I am chosen by a higher power to to rule over everyone.
Exactly, because Arthur grew up his entire life thinking that he was going to that he was the chosen one, and he really was. But he became so obsessed with that idea that it consumed him. It consumed him. It was like a prophecy turned bad, because he was neglecting his wife Guinevere. He was like doing like very shady stuff in order to find clues on where to find Excalibur and grab it. To the point where just like it devastated like any relationship that he had, any prospects of a happily ever after. And so he basically I forgot how, but he somehow managed to make Camelot as a kingdom, but it was like a mirage. It wasn't real. Camelot was just a spell that Arthur used as a way to convince people that he actually fulfilled the prophecy, because when he did find Excalibur, it was broken, and in order for him to claim his I guess his stardom as like King Arthur and the ruler of Camelot,
he wanted to become an idol.
Yeah, he wanted to become an idol, but he needed Excalibur to be completely in peace, but the tip of Excalibur was missing. So he then became obsessed with just the tip. So he became obsessed and consumed with looking for the tip of Excalibur.
Tee
Yeah. Which honestly, it made Arthur so angry in life and everything. Like, he even charmed like Guinevere, because Guinevere was gonna leave him, so he basically put her under a spell to make her fall in love with him again, because she was starting to fall in love with Lancelot.
Slimy.
It was so slimy, because she was starting to fall in love with Lancelot instead, because Lancelot was like always there for her, like, and meanwhile Arthur was like in his room, like writing demon languages on the walls. Like, it was bad. It was bad how obsessed he was.
Kids don't write demon languages on the walls.
Yeah, no, that's never a good idea. Yeah, so Merlin started losing faith in Arthur, so when he got free from the tree, he's just like, okay, well, we need to stop Arthur as well, because he's gonna plan on killing Emma, because apparently Emma, well, Arthur didn't know this, but Emma actually had the tip of Excalibur. The whole premise of this, like, not the whole premise of the show, but one of the most consistent things about the show is that Rumpelstiltskin has power because of a dagger. And that dagger, lo and behold, is also the tip of Excalibur.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, and Emma had it at that point in time. And so Merlin and Emma were trying to come up with a plan to destroy Excalibur and the dagger once and for all, to like get rid of darkness and to like free everybody in Camelot who was like trapped under King Arthur's spell. But unfortunately, it didn't work out well. Merlin was killed.
No, the boy.
Yeah, the boy, he was killed. He was killed before we learned, or after we already learned that Merlin gained his power because he was like, he like made a wish. Like he used to be like a peasant who lived in the middle of the desert, and on his very last like breath, or he saw like a goblet that claimed like that. It was like the Holy Grail. Yeah, I think it was the Holy Grail. and it would grant him like one wish.
It was the Goblet of Fire.
The Goblet of Fire, yep. And he wished for, I don't know what he wished for, but he wished for something. But whatever he wished for was pure of heart, and it gave him immortality and powers beyond his imagination. So he used those powers to make the world a better place. He like made the desert into a lush forest. He created the enchanted forest, which is why it's always so magical, because it was made by Merlin. And as he was living through eons, he fell in love with a woman, and the woman unfortunately was scarred from. Her name was like Nimue. She was like scarred from.
Nimue.
Yeah, Nimue. She was scarred from the fact that like her village was decimated by evil people once, and she carried that with her heart. But when she met Merlin, she's like, maybe I can like learn to let go of revenge and this darkness within me. But then when she learns that Merlin has power, she's like, oh, hold up, maybe I can get my revenge.
Give it to me, bitch.
You're like, maybe I can fulfill my revenge. So unfortunately, she kind of stabs Merlin in the back and basically takes some of his power.
Not Demir, not mindful.
Yeah, not Demir, not mindful, like not slaying queen, not that type of slay. That's not what we mean. And
that's not what we mean.
Yep. So Merlin's first love ended up becoming the first dark one, a being made of pure evil. And that breaks his heart. And I think that during that time as well is the reason why he got trapped in a tree. I forget exactly, but I think that's why he got trapped in the tree in the first place. So his story is just like tragic, because he was like, oh, I just want to make the world a better place, but not abuse my power. But then his first love is just like, nah, I'm gonna abuse your power. Yeah, I'm gonna abuse your power. If anything, I'm gonna take it. You know, I'm gonna take it with Excalibur.
Mine.
Yeah, because originally Merlin planned on getting rid of his powers using Excalibur. He wanted to stab himself with it, and then it would like take away the power. But nope, Nimue is like, no, I'll take Excalibur and steal your power. But then, you know, the other dagger was formed from
so
the broken
rude.
piece of it. Yep, so rude. It was so rude, but yeah, that's basically Merlin's story. Just a tale of tragic first love gone bad.
Yeah.
And he just wanted to be normal. He just wanted to live his.
ARS.
What?
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 No, I couldn't hear you.
ARS.
Yeah. But yeah, that's basically it. ARS. I don't know. I don't know. I love Merlin.
What do you like high A?
High A. I'm okay with high A.
He is like pure.
He's pure.
Though.
He's pure heart.
High A.
High A. Boom.
I feel like people are gonna take a look at our tier list and like just be like, you guys are all over the place.
Yeah, honestly, we have no good frame of reference. But
it's our feelings. It's our fifis.
It's our feelings.
Feelings.
You got Merida.
Merida.
Do you remember Merida at all?
I don't fight for my own hand. Thank you very much.
Oh my God.
I shall fight for my own hand.
Yeah, basically. You know, it's the same thing in Once Upon a Time as well. Like, she, her story takes place after the movie Brave, and she, like, I remember that in the show, her father dies, and so she has to take the throne, but the other, like, leaders of the clans can't accept that she's a woman wanting to be a leader, or be like the queen. So they exile, they basically kidnap her brothers, exile her mother, and Merida tries to find her way over to rescue her brothers to overthrow the lords to become the rightful leader again, and that's basically her plot, trying to take back the throne.
We like a good throne arc.
Me too. Yeah,
Short but sweet.
Yeah, it's short but sweet. I mean, like, at the end, she manages to do it, but that's about it. So much for the first movie, honestly.
Pretty much the first movie. B? I don't know.
B, I kind of agree. I kind of wish I saw her more. Though she did have a very, like, emotional, like, thing with her dad, which I think was, like, adorable. But I could definitely put her to B.
Yeah.
Alright.
Still waiting for Best Girl.
Poor Geppetto was all the way in the back. I'd say A. Yeah. Geppetto's story is the same. Yeah. No explanation needed.
Yeah, I'd say A. Tragic character.
Tragic character.
Although, he did admit that he did put, heck his name,
Pinocchio, August.
He put August in the wardrobe out of like selfishness,
yeah,
but that in itself is kind of selfless.
Yeah, because he wanted to save his son from the curse.
He wanted to save his son. A.
A. We're putting Geppetto in A.
A. Geppetto.
Let's put you in A. Ooh, I kind of want to put him like next to Emma, or actually right here. What do you think?
Right there. Yeah. He's just a kind man.
He is.
And that really sweet moment in season 1 where, like, he doesn't really know August, but when August came over to him and was like, "Hey, can I work on some stuff with you?" And he's like, "Okay."
Yeah.
That's so sweet. That was so sweet.
And speaking of, we got August, aka Pinocchio.
August.
I found the funniest picture.
Let me look. Oh my goodness. Yeah, he has a couple of different iterations.
He does. He goes through a lot.
I feel like August is a very troubled character.
Troubled is a great word to describe him.
'Cause, like, he was sent with Emma because they wanted someone to guide her. But he kind of dropped her at the footstep of an orphanage and then just dipped for a bit. And then he went to Thailand and was just like chilling. And it wasn't until his legs started turning into wood that he was like, "Oh shit, I actually have to do my job."
Like, shit, I fucked up. I left Emma.
Yeah.
I left Emma behind.
And then she stole like the woman's money in Hong Kong. But like the woman wasn't necessarily good herself.
No, she was not.
She was like, it's not explicitly stated, but I feel like her and the other guy was like the normies were like of like a religious group. I feel like
they worked.
It's not entirely stated, but they
worked for Pan. That
girl.
Did
they?
Yeah, she worked for Pan, but Pan was manipulating her.
Oh, 'cause like I just remember them saying something like, "Oh, like magic is unholy," and like blah 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 blah.
Yeah. You're right about that, but that was Pan manipulating them into believing, into thinking like, magic was bad, and that he.
And that was a segue between season 2 and season 3.
Yeah, it was a segue. Yeah. So.
Yeah, So, like, August wasn't really a great guy. He kind of shirked his duties for a while. And it wasn't until he was kind of forced to. But. Oh man, he's gone through so much.
He did. I mean, I can't blame him for it. Like, he's like different.
He was a
from
kid.
Shino. You know, he was a kid. Yeah, like they basically told a kid like, "Hey, our whole universe, like, our whole livelihood is set upon your shoulders and Emma's if you don't find a way to free us from this curse."
Yeah.
And like that's a lot of pressure to put on a kid. So of course he was gonna like run away and not do it.
Yeah, of course. And he did come back, and he did end up doing like right.
Oh, thank you for the raid, Zale. Sorry. Just
Zale! Hello, Zale! Hi, Zay Zay!
Welcome in, welcome
Hello,
in.
fellow Hoomfy.
Welcome in, Raiders. I hope you're doing well. My name is Kame, World Turtle in Training. Nice to meet you, and I'm joined today by my lovely sister.
Hi, I'm Sarah the Shimmer, Crown Princess of the Crystal Kingdom. Bow down to me. Oh my god.
Like, oh my god, like, she slays. Like, you see that
You
horn?
slay.
It actually...
Oh my god,
it
you
actually
slay.
slays.
Look at that hair ornament. Like, that slays right there.
You see her outfit? She ate.
It's funny, because my outfit is basically lingerie, if you really think about it.
Ah, I didn't even think of it. Well, mine's
You
a
really think
swimsuit.
about it?
Who am I to judge? Mine's a swimsuit.
Well, yours is like more of like a modest swimsuit, though.
That's true.
It doesn't have like a lot of skin showing.
Just my legs and arms.
Just your legs and arms, but like my badonkadongs are kind of hanging. My badonkadongs are hanging. My like skirt is short. Like it's basically lingerie.
I have like a one piece swimsuit.
Yeah,
going
you got a
on.
one piece.
I got like a one piece.
But I said my wholesome Christmas dream too.
Whoops.
We were honestly pretty wholesome, like leading up to things.
We were up until like I mean, when we get to the villains, we're not gonna be wholesome anymore.
No.
No, we're gonna be barking and screaming.
But Pinocchio.
Pinocchio.
Because he did, like, he almost died sacrificing himself to like try and tell Emma, like,
That's true.
hey, like these people, these normies are here and they want to like destroy magic and stuff. And then he like got turned into a boy again, which I think is the funniest thing.
It's so funny because he was a real boy and then he got turned. Well, he was
a piece of he was originally a doll that got turned into a real boy that grew up
to be
and then
August
and then turned back into wood again.
Yeah.
And then got turned back into a kid again.
Boy. Yeah, got turned into a real boy, but as a kid again. He got age reversed so many times.
It's so funny if you really think about it.
It's such a funny little cycle. Like, oh, I'm human. Oh no, I'm not turning into human anymore. I'm wood again. Oh, well, turning into a kid again.
Whoops, turning into a kid again.
Yeah. I kind of want to put him on like high A.
High A.
High A.
Yeah, he redeems himself. He redeems himself.
He really does. And he constantly does, you know?
Yeah, and he like tries his best, like especially in season 1 when he tries to like when he first comes into town and tries to get Emma to like think about magic and stuff. Oh my god. I kind of fell for the double twist with because the whole arc of like him trying to make Rumpelstiltskin think that he is his son.
Oh my god.
And then that really heartfelt moment in the woods.
That got
And
me.
then the double twist was like, oh, like you're not my son at all. Who the fuck are you?
Like, you're not Bayfire. You're
not Balefire.
You're not Bay. He like jebaited him.
You're not before anyone else. What the fuck are you talking about?
really thought August was.
I cried.
Dude,
I
me
was like, I was
too.
crying because of that.
Yeah, it was so real and heartfelt. I'm like, oh my god, it really is Bae. And then,
And then
nope,
they like twisted the knife. No. Mm-mm.
like nope, you don't get to see Bae. No, it's August.
And then we
and
learned Neil is
Pinocchio.
Bae, and it's like, oh man.
Yeah, like, ah man, like that hit me differently too. I was just like, wow. Oh wow,
Yeah.
really? Okay. I mean, I like that it's Neil, but that threw me for a loop.
Right? It's just like, oh, everyone's connected. Everyone's connected.
Oh, like a web.
Oh, like a like one of those investigation boards where it's just like the
Right.
red string, just like, oh, this person connects to this, but then this person connects there, and then but then that person also connects there.
Yep. I agree. Now, another character that appeared in Neverland, Tinkerbell.
Tink, tink, tink.
Tink.
I
love
don't
her.
remember how big of a role that she had in the story.
So, basically, Tinkerbell is the reason why Regina finds her true love again. She tries to be Regina's best friend because she's like, okay, everyone, like, I'm a fairy, because she was working with the blue fairy, like
I'm a fairy.
yeah, she's like, I'm a fairy.
She's a sassy fairy.
She's a sassy fairy. So she's like, well, everyone deserves a chance, though. And so she goes to Regina, the evil queen. She's like, hey, like, you're only evil because your true love was killed, right? Well, what if I help you find another one? Because there's definitely more than one true love out there for you. Yeah. And so Regina's like, okay, I guess I can go along with this. And so
She's wing woman.
yeah, like I'm okay with you being my wing woman. So Tinkerbell finds Regina's next true love, and she tells Regina about it. She's like, hey, I found him. Do you want to go meet him? And Regina's like, are you sure? Is it okay? And I'm like, and she's like, yeah, let's go. And so they go, they wait outside a tavern, and Tinkerbell points at like a guy with like a lion's tattoo on his arm, and she's like, it's him. That's your true love, Regina. Go in there and find your happily ever after. And Regina is like, oh man, I'm too nervous. Okay. So Tinkerbell goes away just like to give Regina some space to like get up the courage to meet her true love. But at the last second, Regina remembers Daniel, her dead fiance, or her like a dead last love, and she's just like,
Dead
I
boyfriend.
can't. Yeah, her dead boyfriend. So she's just like, I can't do it anymore. Like, no, I'm leaving. And so she doesn't meet her true love. That's up in the air. And Tinkerbell goes to her later that night, and she's just like, did you meet him? How was it? And then Regina's just like, she lies to Tinkerbell and tells her like, you lied to me. It wasn't him. You know, he was terrible.
Because she was just
horrible
so
person.
scared of like
Yeah.
loving someone else.
Exactly. She wasn't ready to love another person yet, so she was so consumed by revenge, so she's just like, she lied to Tinkerbell, and because she lied to Tinkerbell, Tink thinks like her spell didn't work, and I forgot to mention that Tinkerbell stole fairy dust in order to enact the spell to find Regina's true love, and because she stole the fairy dust, the blue fairy found out, and when she found out, she basically took away Tinkerbell's wings, and
She got demoted.
She got demoted, so she was made to not be a fairy anymore, and it was so sad because like, Regina really messed her up. So she like kind of hates Regina for that. She's just like, I got demoted because I tried to help you, and then I didn't get anything out of it. You know, I didn't even get to help you.
That's why she's a little sassy.
Yeah, she's a little sassy, and she lives in Neverland. She doesn't like Peter Pan. She doesn't help him.
She's just there.
She's just there, like, living in exile, basically. That's basically her story. It's like, man, I try to help someone that no one else was gonna help, and then I get effed for it.
See?
Oh my Tink! Okay, I'll put her C.
Okay, low B, high C.
Low B, high C.
Because you don't really see much of her, right?
Yeah, you're right about that. I'll put her high C.
But like, we know in our hearts, she is S.
Yes. In my heart, she's S because I love Tinkerbell.
I do too. She's great.
And speaking of the blue bitch, and I'm just kidding.
The blue bitch.
Blue fairy. Ooh. I think I'm gonna have to put her with Snow, to be honest. She's kind of bad.
Really?
Well, like, she's so, like, she does not believe in compromise.
She's very straight-laced. She's very straight-laced.
Yeah, like, she's like, well, all villains are evil. We'll never trust them. All heroes are good. Oh, you want to do this thing that's
there's
like,
not there's not a lot of nuance.
No, she's very straightforward on the whole. These people are good. These
like
people
if you're
are
a
bad.
good person, she is on your side. But like if you do like if you like I don't know fucking jaywalk, then she's like you deserve to go to prison.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, she's the reason why Dreamy turns into Grumpy.
Yeah, because like
she kept Grumpy's love. The other fairy.
Oh,
away.
they were such a cute couple.
They were, but she's the reason why they're not a couple. She kept them apart because she was so like speciesist about it. She's like, dwarves are dwarves, fairies are fairies. They're not meant together.
Oh, that's kind of racist.
Dude, she was so racist about it. She's
kind of racist.
Yeah, she was like, she's a fairy. She has so much.
She does
like,
help,
to look forward
but
to.
only like if she knows that like if it's just like straight up good.
Yeah.
Yeah, D.
I'm sorry, Blue, but you ain't good.
I ain't sorry. Rules are made to be broken.
She deserves it. Oh man, I don't like Blue. Though her dress though. Her blue fairy dress though?
Oh, it's so nice.
It's so nice and her mix
It's poofy.
It's poofy.
I wouldn't mind wearing some of like the cute outfits on this show.
Honestly, I would love to cosplay as some of them.
I love Aurora's dress.
It's so cute.
I love Aurora's dress. I like any of like Red's outfits. Tinks. Man.
I would totally wear Snow's bandit outfit.
I really like a lot of Regina's outfits too.
Regina is such a fashionista. Oh my god, she slays all her outfits.
She is just up there, just like she's evil and like you know it, and like she works it. Aw, them hips. Them hips don't lie.
Yep. And speaking of Regina, we got her true love here. So her true love ended up being Robin Hood. This is who she's meant to be with. You know, her one true love to live happily ever after with
the boy.
Robin Hood. The boy. He's great. He's like an S tier for me.
I agree. S.
Like,
S. Straight up.
S straight up. Like, his story is like so straightforward. He's just like, you know, like he lives in the Enchanted Forest. He gets married to like the girl he gets married to, like in his like Robin Hood story. But then like she dies, you know. But he has a son, and then back in Storybrooke, he meets Regina. They fall in love, and you know, it's just so cute. It's just like they find love again with each other. I think that's the cutest part.
Regina deserves her happy ending with him.
Does. Yeah, because both of them lost their true loves, and then they find true love again with each other, and it's just so cute. It's so good.
Yeah,
like,
and then they just bond and stuff. And it's great.
It's great. S tier for Robin.
The one that finally melts Regina's heart.
Yeah. Ooh, I'm gonna put him right next to Neil.
Put him above Neil.
Above Neil? Okay.
Yeah, right there.
We got 3, like, oh, actually, no. How many more characters left? Oh, I meant to take this guy away too. I think so. Or, yeah, I meant to remove him. Like, he's Hook's brother. We only see him for like 1 episode.
Just put him in D, just because like we didn't.
Like,
DNF.
DNF. We got Belle.
Oh,
Next up.
my favorite.
The
My favorite.
beautiful Belle.
My literal favorite, sweetest girl ever
Aww.
is gives everybody a second chance, always finds a way that's non-violent.
A
Does not.
bookworm.
Oh, S, I love her.
S.
She is the eternal love of Rumpelstiltskin, the only woman that could ever love him. She believes in him so much, and like even when like she gets like disappointed in him, it's just she finds it in her heart again to love him again. And like the things that she does for everybody is so sweet. She helps everybody in the town. She is incredibly like learned. Helps Mulan defeat like a Yao Guai in the most like non-violent way possible.
Yep.
Just is the purest. Is literally the purest.
Is literally the purest.
If this was my
kind-hearted
tier list,
person.
if this was my tier list, I'd put her up at like just above Henry, just straight up S.
Honestly, I'm not. Let's do it. You know. I'm
I
putting
did.
her right there.
I will say one caveat is I did not like her Lacey arc.
Oh, I hated that arc. I hated
That
it so
wasn't.
much.
That didn't feel good for me. That didn't feel good for
No,
me.
it didn't make sense for a character either.
But it wasn't. But I can excuse it because it wasn't her. It was just like the character that Regina implanted in her, and of course, you know, Regina has a sick sense of humor to like implant in her like a character that's like mean and like a little bit edgy and like wild and stuff.
Yeah, just to mess with Rumple, you know.
Yeah, but like speaking of like characters whose outfits I'd like love to wear, just Belle's outfits. So cute.
They're so cute.
So beautiful.
Aw,
Especially
Belle's
especially like her signature golden dress.
Oh
So
my
nice.
god. The one scene where she's wearing that dress dancing with Rumple and then
It's
the song
so
just plays
sweet.
in the back. Oh, it's so cute.
Belle always has a special place in my heart.
Mhm.
Also because when I was doing theater, I actually did do a thing of Beauty and the Beast, a production of Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, off
Ooh.
Broadway, for a like a rep company, and it was so much fun to
That's so cool.
yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet. Yep, no, Belle definitely deserves to be right there, top tier S. Give
Yeah,
my
it
girl
was-
her happy ending she deserves.
Give her the happy ending.
Give her that happily ever after. Which I also put, because I put Belle, I felt like it was only fair to like put Lumiere as well.
Oh.
Even though he only shows up for like 10 minutes, I feel. In the
Yes.
grand scheme of things. He like helps Belle,
See,
like,
no. I'm just kidding.
he helps Belle try to revive Rumple, you know, at one point.
Yeah. I don't think I'm right there yet, but
Mm-hmm. But I would definitely. I don't mind putting him in D though because we get so little screen time. I mean, like he doesn't really have
Put
a
him
backstory.
Put him C.
See, you wanna put
He's better than Snow White and the Blue Fairy.
yeah. Okay, we could definitely agree on that.
And he's hot.
And he's hot as like a flame.
Oh my
my.
goodness.
That's all the heroes.
It's already, oh my gosh, it's already 3 hours. That's
3
insane.
hours. It took us 3 hours to get through all the heroes. Oh my
That's
god.
crazy.
That is so crazy.
I don't know if we'll be able to like get through.
I know the villains. I think we might have to say that for another stream.
Yeah, do we want to like want to do like part 2, like do like a part 2?
Yeah, let's do a
Later?
part 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, that way I can
Looking
make the
at the tier
PowerPoint better
list.
too. Yeah.
Looking at the tier list, is there anything that you'd want to change?
Mm,
Maybe for Wendy at the lobby, just because we don't see much of her. I don't know.
I don't even mind putting her at C next to Lumiere because we don't see her that much either.
Yeah, maybe put her like above like some of the. Yeah, I think right there. I think right there is fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny that like the main character Emma is just like
I
mid A.
know. We love you, Emma. It's just like, it could be better.
Could be better.
Could be better, you know. I just wish they didn't flip-flop around her abrasiveness all the time. I wish they did it more smoothly because it feels like she's either a full believer one day and then a skeptic the other.
Or like yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, there's no. It feels. She has consistency, but it's choppy. And I don't think I think it's a little bit jarring in some moments of the show.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
Put Belle in her tier of her own, just triple S, just like
triple S. Can I even? I don't even know how to make another. Can I? Oh no! No! There we go. Yeah, Belle deserves to be like even higher than S. That's why she's top S.
She's top S.
Top S. We'll leave
the best S.
The best S. S for sexy.
S for straight up great.
Just straight up great.
Straight up amazing.
Yep. And I'm okay with Henry being here too, with Robin, Neil, Pongo, and Sven.
Also, a great thing that I like about these shows is that some of the characters, I feel like, since it is like a sort of edgy TV-14 show, you know how some characters do get a bit like sexualized sometimes in those kinds of shows, but like I feel like there's a good amount of like a good balance between like the character designs in that show, where it's just like it doesn't really come up all that much, and like that's great.
I agree. I agree with that. I feel like everybody was treated with like a great amount of respect. Yeah, you know, for the character and like their source material. I think it was like fully fair with how they were treated and presented as.
They did a really good job.
I really
like the show.
And the casting, I feel like the casting has always been the best part of the show.
Yeah, 100%. They just find like the best. Oh my god, once we get to Rumple, I have like an essay to talk about him.
Yeah, oh my god. I feel like the villains is the one we're gonna be the most excited for and like have the most commentary for.
A lot of people might think that like the relationship between Rumple and Belle is like a little weird.
Yeah,
but like I kind of
see that.
But like I really also like the gray fox kind of aspect of it.
I mean,
because like that's what he is, right? He's like he's like a gray fox kind of look.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's like I like it. I like it. You know, I can't fault the relationship at all. You know.
Yeah.
And Belle, here's the thing, like Belle knows when to walk away from Rumple. That's the thing.
She knows.
She knows. Like, despite how evil Rumple is, it's not like she's constantly manipulated by him. She sees through it, and when she feels like it's too much, she's like, I'm stepping away, you know?
Yeah, 100%.
And if anything, they're only the only times where she doesn't see it is because he's purposely trying to hide it. Like hide his true self from her.
Yeah.
Or anytime he does something evil and whatnot. But I mean, that's like it's like normal. Not
normal
God, to be in that situation.
Has short hair.
Huh?
Rumple's actor has short hair.
Does he?
He has short hair.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Short hair.
But is there anything you would want to change from the tier list as we have it now?
I think things are pretty solid, honestly.
I think I do kind of want to move like Liam though, like Killian's brother, like up here, just so that he's not with like.
Yeah. I agree.
Because this guy was a good guy. I mean, like he's the reason why he and Hook were good for a really long time until like he died.
Yeah.
He's like one of those
There's a lot of that happens to a lot of good people. They just die.
He just dies, and that makes Hook kind of like spiteful because he's like, I lost my brother, the only good thing in my life.
Yeah. Killian's a really tragic character. I wouldn't even really put him as a villain. He's more of just like an anti-hero.
Yeah. We're gonna have to talk about that for sure next time.
Next time. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, of course. I'm gonna hide away the tier list. There we go. Just so I can put us back in the center again. Wee.
Center, wee.
How did you enjoy it? Was it fun?
That was a lot of fun talking to you and gushing about like all the characters we liked and stuff. That was a lot of fun.
It was the best. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you so much for having me. Oh my god. Woo.
Of course. And I'm definitely seeing how I can improve doing tier lists like this.
It's only up from here.
It's only up from here because this was basically like this is my first time ever doing something like this. And I also kind of wanted to learn how can I make it more entertaining? How can I make it more seamless on how we like present things and all that good stuff? And I feel like I learned a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I would love to do this more often with other TV shows, with other guests as well. I think that'd be
I'm sure you'll do wonderful.
Aw, thank you. You were wonderful.
You're wonderful.
But yeah, we're definitely not gonna have enough time to go through all the villains, so we're just gonna leave it there for today.
And we have talked a lot about like doing a bunch of other content as well, like doing like watch-alongs with like certain like shows and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And, yeah.
Yeah, there's so much stuff that we want to plan on doing as well, to like me and Star. Yeah.
Also, chat if you can. Keep it secret. We have a big thing planned this next year.
Yeah.
Do you wanna say it or do you want me to say it?
We'll keep it a secret.
We'll keep it a secret? Yeah. Just know that we have a big thing planned for next year. Lots of content, lots of fun things.
Ideas, fun things, because I don't even know where I'm gonna be moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, so keep us here for now, just in case I can't keep a promise.
I'm taller than you with my horn.
Yeah, I'll shrink you down.
Yeah. No, don't shrink me. No.
Oh no, I started shrinking myself. Ah. No, shrinking you. There you go.
No.
Now you're the size of a doll. I'll keep you on my shelf.
No, don't.
You've been shelved.
I've been shelved.
You've been shelved.
At least test me every once in a while.
If I remember.
If you remember. What the hell? That's so rude. Get me down from here. Get me down from here. Ah, got me.
There you go. Oh my god, if I could just stop shrinking myself for once. Oh
right.
My gosh. But yeah, we're gonna end it here for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Is there anything you would like to say or announce before we end?
So tomorrow I have no stream for tomorrow because I'm a little busy. But on Saturday I will be starting a very new game for me. I'll be going through Signalis, so that's gonna be a lot of fun. Saturday 6 p.m. PST, 9 p.m. EST. My schedules and everything are up on my Twitter. And I'll probably be starting a Discord soon. I know it's been like a long time overdue, but I think that's something I need to do. If you want to check me out, if you like what I do, if you do what I like, if you like what I like, and if you do what I do, you can catch me at twitch.tv/Stardust_Shimmer. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you guys so much.
Should I put my Twitch in chat for those
Yeah, I was
who?
gonna do your shout out. Actually, could you do it because I have too many windows open.
I do it.
Yes! Thank you.
Oh wait, I can't shout me out, so I'll just paste my link. Paste my link. If you do what I do, if you like what I like, then feel free to join me.
Yeah,
then
of course, I'll pin it as well. Boom, boom, boom. There we go.
Boom, boom, boom.
I wonder why your name isn't popping up.
What do you mean?
Oh, now it is. Here we go. Now I can do a shout out. Your name was.
It
wouldn't let me shout you out before, but now it did.
Yay!
Yay! Alright, we're gonna send you guys over to Soma, because I see
Soma Witcher 3.
Yeah, he's playing Witcher 3 right now. Let me get the raid message up as well. So everybody can get that ready. And let me start the raid. And make sure to tell Soma I said hi. And be nice to him as well. Alrighty, thank you guys so much for watching. And thank you so much for being here today and letting us yap all day long. We probably could yap all day long, but my throat is getting tired. So, any last words before we say goodbye?
Love you all. Please be safe. We love you all very much.
Yeah. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.